Well, hello. What's this? What's this? Okay. Hopefully, can everybody hear me? I guess we're good. Guess we're all good here. Looks like the mic is on. All right, looks like we're at the pilot again. All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I've got my pilot travel cup full of coffee. Good morning, everybody. Looks like we got Jeannie, first one in the chat this morning. Thanks, Jeannie, for being here. Jolie's here. Nick Rich is over here. Julie says, I think I'll join you. Oh, you guys are already puffing, huh? All right. Well, hey, happy February 8th. It's 9:14 here in Nevada, here in Las Vegas. It's currently, it looks like, what are we sitting at? I guess a little chilly, 43 degrees. It's clear out right now. I'm seeing some clouds though. On the watch here it says clear, but I do see clouds. Looks like we might be getting a little bit more rain, and then I think it's going to be clearing up pretty soon. We've been getting a lot of rain the last few days, but it should be nice and clear for the Super Bowl. So for those of you that celebrate, happy Super Bowl Sunday that's coming up this Sunday. One thing I haven't really talked about is this is Black History Month. Happy Black History Month. And what else is going on? We got Super Bowl, and that's about it. Something's on my screen here. There we go. But let's see. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, cool. I'm learning this app a little bit more each time I go on, or I can actually, that little intro thing, instead of me having to try to like put it in and stuff, I can actually just put that as an intro, so that it'll automatically come on and shut off. And so that's something new I learned. Anyhow, welcome to the Trucker John Show, Trucker John live stream, where you chat and then I read it back to you. Isn't that brilliant? The brilliance of the Trucker John live stream. Now, it appears as though maybe my little trick of putting House Parks in the title is wearing off because we're not getting as many people in here as I used to. But hey, thank you all for being here. We got 10 watching and 9 thumbs ups. We got someone who is kind of behind, but that's okay. We are at currently 1,420 something subs, trying to get to 15. It seems like we kind of leveled off there at the 1,400 mark. But as you know, today, this is Thursday morning. And this is where I try to, come in here and hopefully get a bunch of people in here and we can just sparkle away. We can just hang out, shoot the shit. Basically, it's a shoot the shit show. Oh, wait, that didn't sound right because it had shit show in it. It might be a shit show. I don't know. But hopefully not. Hopefully not too shitty. Did you guys hear about there was someone trying to climb the sphere yesterday? And I was in the chat. Was it my chat? It might have been my chat or somebody else's chat. I forget. And somebody said, I just saw a sentence that said, a man is climbing on the sphere. And then that's really all I heard. I didn't hear anything else about it until after last night when I was out Ubering. And someone had talked about it. I think one of my passengers said, did you hear about the guy? And I was like, oh yeah, I did hear something about it, but I didn't see any coverage of it because I didn't really watch the news or anything yesterday. I imagine it's all over the local news and probably it's probably on the internet also. But anyhow, so this is a wackadoodle who he's some sort of anti-abortionist, and he was an anti-vaxxer, anti-masker dude. I guess he climbed I don't know if it was a building here or some other place, but I guess he did one of those during COVID where he climbed a building or something. So we had that yesterday. Jolie says it's 59 and sunny here. It feels awesome. Yeah, that's probably pretty nice after all that cold, icy, cold weather you guys have been getting so much of lately. So a nice 59 degrees sunny day must feel great. It feels great. I was just trying to see if there was any, there must be somewhere, some footage of the guy climbing on the sphere, but that's one thing I haven't really figured out how to do, is like play clips. I tried to play some clips earlier when I put this app on, and all it would do is it would give me like kind of like the thumbnail or whatever, but it wouldn't play. If I tried to push play on it, it just wouldn't play. So I'm not sure if this app is capable of doing it, because it can really only do, it's kind of limited in what it can do. So either I'm not figuring it out right, or it's just the limitation of this app that I'm using. Anyhow, Jolie says, yeah, I saw that crazy asshole doing it to support pro-life causes. And Nick says, this isn't a shit show. That's Doorbag, Kirk Brand, Cucker, etc. Okay, well, it's not that kind of shit show. Nick says 48 and overcast. Feels like spring. And so I'm wondering if I should even do an intro. Should I just go, maybe I should just go do a cold, what do they call it, cold start? Hot start? Cold start? I don't know. Whatever the technology, or whatever the terminology is. Maybe from now on I should just go right in. Just dive right in with no intro. Only save the intro for, those times where I'm really running behind and I'm doing behind the scenes stuff. I don't know. But it's really work in progress, as you might say. As one might say. Alrighty, I'm just getting some coffee. We got the NFLs here. They got the NFL experience going on. I really wanted to see it, and I'm kind of disappointed in myself because yesterday I kind of was just laying around the house all day, and yesterday was the first day of the NFL experience. It's like every time there's a Super Bowl in that town, they have what's called the NFL experience. It started yesterday, and it goes on. I guess, I'm not sure if it goes all the way through Saturday or whatever, but apparently you have to buy tickets to go to it. I always thought it was just like a free thing to go into, but it's not. You got to buy tickets. Apparently these tickets are about $50. But yesterday I had some passengers, and they said that for the first day on opening day, the tickets were only $25. So I was like, farts, and I should have went yesterday because it would save me $25, So now I'm not sure if I'm going to go, but I've always wanted to go to I've never gone to an NFL experience. And it's just kind of cool. They have a lot of Super Bowl stuff. They have some, I guess, former players and maybe some current players that are walking around or in there. I guess you can get pictures and selfies and autographs, and they have cool exhibits, I guess, of, Super Bowl paraphernalia and all that kind of stuff. And I was thinking about going down there and maybe doing a live stream or at least making a video of it. But now it's, finding out it's cost $50. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it. For $25, I probably would have done it. But for $50, I don't know. They should have like a Uber discount, or something like that. Hey, there's Surrender Monkey. Hello, Surrender Monkey. We got, hey, there's Amy Rintz. here. He's got popcorn. Thanks for being here, Amy. It might be the first time I've seen you in here, so I just want to say hi. Welcome to the Trucker John live stream. Hope you hit that like and subscribe and share button for me. That'd be awesome. Adam Westfish is here. He's listening. He says, need sleep. Love you all. Freezing cold here. Well, get some sleep and bundle up. I hope you have a nice blankie. Adam Westfish, can anybody please clone me? I need a staff. Get that 3D printer out or something. I don't know. Sprinter Monkey, there's a serial killer app to keep track of your dump sites now. Wow, tech is awesome. Okay. You never know when that might come in handy, I guess. I don't know. 56 interest says, are you close to 5,000 Uber rides yet? I don't think so. I don't even know. Yeah, I know it's over 4,000 because I hit 4,000, I guess a few weeks ago. And so I'm still pretty far away. I'm not even sure where I'm at. 4,100, 4,200 probably. And there's some greetings. Everyone is greeting everyone. Thank you for greeting. Thank you for all the greetings. Hopefully we'll get some more people in here. And so I was talking about, what was I talking about? NFL? Super Bowl? I was gonna do a live stream from there. Did I move on from that subject? I can't remember now. That's what happens when you get old. You forget shit. But yeah, I was Ubering last night. It's supposed to be getting busy. I could notice last night it was getting a little bit more busy. It has been, because January was a pretty dead month. This is just, I guess, a slow time of year. Traditionally, it's pretty slow. Or things are slower until probably March. So until next month. But with the Super Bowl, this should bring up. This should be a busy weekend. And I remember last year, this is when I started Uber. I think it was like February 20 something. It was almost the end of the month, and like the 25th or something. And by the way, this is a leap year, so we've got an extra day of February. So just thought I'd bring that up. And I remember it might have been the second or third day, or maybe the first day. I don't know. I can't remember now. But it was the I think it was the second day I started with Uber. I think it was the Las Vegas Marathon was going on, and that was a big day, believe it or not, because as far as like the surge pricing and stuff, because they had the strip closed off all the way from, I think it was from around Tropicana Avenue, which is the south end, all the way to Sahara. Basically, that is basically the strip. What's known as the strip is right around just south of Tropicana, all the way to Sahara Avenue. And they had that all closed off, and it really created a lot of havoc, and it created surge pricing. So I remember, I think it was like I said, it was like the second or third day, and I made a lot of money that day, and I was like, wow, this is cool. So hopefully we have the marathon again. So if we have the Super Bowl, there should be a big rush this weekend with surge pricing, and they're already doing increase. I'm already seeing increased rates just from last night. Some pretty good rates, and that hopefully will be going all the way through Sunday at least. And then we got that marathon at the end of the month. That might be a big day. So those are the kind of things that kind of keep you going, as an Uber driver, is getting those big days and those big times. And then March will pick up with March Madness and combo. It's a combo: March Madness and Spring Break. That's what I noticed last year. And these are just things I was just learning as I was driving about, how these trends here of how busy things are kind of go up and down. And I remember last year when March Madness was playing, because they were actually playing some of those NCAA basketball games here in town. So you had that. Plus, people always come here to watch the games in the sports books and place bets. And then you have spring breakers, and then plus just you start getting even just families that are on spring break, kind of like their kids are out of school. and they come here. It's like a destination place. So March is looking to be, I'm looking forward to March as being a busy, crazy month, and then from there on, as far as I remember last year, it was pretty busy from March, pretty much all the way until like September, before it started calming down. So we'll see. I'll get to those 5,000 rides probably, within the next couple months or so, I guess. Because how many rides do I do? Like lately, like for a while, last year when it was really busy and I was really running pretty good, I would do about 20 rides a day, I guess, 15 to 20. I kind of was a lot of times my goal was to get 20 rides. Sometimes I'd go over 20. But lately, with January being so slow and plus kind of being a little, not really feeling like driving a lot, because like in December, I was sick. If you guys remember, I basically was sick pretty much from Thanksgiving to Christmas. And for December, I only drove a total of like 6 days, I think, in December. Because I just was sick, didn't feel good. And in January, even though I started feeling better, I still wasn't feeling all that great. Plus it was slow. So there was a lot of times I would just go out for like 2 hours and drive, and just to get, because I got to maintain 30 trips a week in order to keep my rental through Hertz and everything. So I would just get my 30 trips per week type of deal, and I just didn't feel like driving a lot in January. There were some good nights, like when CES was here. That was a big time. That was probably the biggest few days in a row of January, and then. But there were some days I just didn't feel like driving, or if I did drive, it would be like 2 or 3 hours, And you really only average about. This might sound like a low number, but you really, or at least I only average about three rides an hour. That's what it comes out to, about 3 rides per hour. Because when you just the time to go to pick somebody up and then take them to their destination. A lot of times you're stuck in traffic. So it averages out to about 3 rides an hour, and it averages out to about 10 or a little over $10 a ride. Just depending. That's just how it kind of works out. So it's about, I average the gross pay, I guess, averages between 30 and 35. A lot of times it's upwards around $35 an hour. So the average ride then, I guess, would be a little bit over $10 an hour. I mean, $10 a ride. But you only get about 3 rides an hour. So if I only go out and drive 2 hours, that's only 6 rides. That's only 6 rides. And lately, I've been doing probably anywhere from 5 to 7 hours a night for the last. I'm kind of getting back into it. Like for the last week or week and a half, I've been trying to get geared back up again for the Super Bowl and for March, which is things will start picking up in March. And I really, and even in last year, when I was kind of running a lot and really into it, the most I would go is usually 6 or 7 hours. I think the most I ever really did was about 8.5 hours in a shift, in a day, I guess. So you figure, okay, if you do 8 hours, that's at 3 per hour, it's like 24 or whatever rides. So if I'm doing 6 hours, that's 18. So, that's about what I do. Probably anywhere, I probably just average between 15 to 20 rides, unless I'm just doing like one of those 2-hour days, which, and the only reason I do that, if I only go out for 2 hours, that's because I just don't feel like riding. I just don't feel like driving or whatever. But that's basically just to keep the compliance, make sure I get those 30 rides in or whatever. And just to sort of get a feel for how the town is what's going on, checking out the construction and checking out just the vibe of the city, seeing if it feels like it's getting busy or not. And right now it is. I could feel last night, you can see a lot more people coming into town and being on the street, even though it was a Wednesday night. So it should be a pretty big weekend over here for football and for Vegas. We've got the Super Bowl here. People are coming in. They're starting to come in. So, and my plans for the Super Bowl is, here's the plan. I don't know if I'll do this or not. Because I usually don't drive in the morning, or I usually don't start driving till at least 5 or 6 in the evening. Sometimes I go out, like I say, even in January, I've been going, sometimes not even going out until 10 at night, and just going out for 2 or 3 hours. It's kind of crazy. But my plan for Super Bowl Sunday is to maybe get up kind of early, try to get all the pre-Super Bowl people who are trying to get to the game or trying to get to because there's a lot of people who aren't going to the actual game, or there's a lot of sports books and a lot of bars and restaurants and places that are having like Super Bowl parties, Super Bowl watching parties or whatever. So there's probably going to be a lot of hustle and bustle, people trying to get places. So I'll try to get that crowd before the game. But then my plan is to just come home during the game because I want to watch the game. I'm going to get a pizza, and I'll probably have maybe one beer, and then probably in the first half, and then probably have a Pepsi in the second half, and have some pizza, maybe some wings or something. And then after the game, I'm going to go back out and try to get the after game crowd. But during the game, I'm going to be home watching the game. So, 56 Nick Rich says, I was a cabbie for a number of years. Oh, really? Averaged about 3 dozen fares a day. Always broke. Really? You were broke on 3 dozen? Isn't that 36 rides? Seems like that would be a lot. Swordner Monkey says, I just got a refund for a broken TV from Amazon. Has America thought of giving them a call to get a Trump refund? No, we haven't thought of that. I don't think it works that way, Swordner Monkey. I don't think it works that way at all. AJ, hey AJ, I haven't seen you in a while, AJ. Thanks for coming by. Morning to you. Where you at? Where you going? What are you hauling? What road are you on? All that good stuff. We all want to know. You're kind of like the resident truck driver, since I'm not on the road anymore. So we need to get like actual real trucker reports from an actual driver who's out there driving. But thanks for being here, AJ. Good to see you. Nick Rich says, in the mid 80s, I rented a cab for 12 hours. Took about half the shift to cover the nut. Gas, wash, cab, a slog, no doubt for all. A slog. I'm gonna proofread it. I'm gonna edit this. A slog. Oh, well, maybe that was right. Okay, I don't know. No doubt for all. But anyhow, yeah, a lot of expenses go into this. So, yeah, same way with truck driving. If you're paying a truck and you got permits and licensing and plus your truck payment, insurance, and it's like me now. I got Uber. I got that weekly fee and everything. Swirna Monkey says, what did you think about Trump's immunity argument as president, but only his immunity for his crimes? So stupid. Yeah, I think that sums it up right there. So stupid. He thinks that, does he really think that the founding fathers had intended that the president could commit whatever crimes he wanted to and then have immunity, and then, yeah, it's just ridiculous. Hey, Nerd Mishla, good morning, hugs all around. Well, thank you, Nerd Mishla. Thank you for being here. Good to see you. Good to see you in the chat here. Swirna Monkey, football, not a game. That's why we have matches in the UK. Football, apostrophe S, I like to put, if we're talking like that, is a game. It's a very great game. It might possibly be the best game in the world. I'm talking about the NFL. I'm talking about real football, not that football soccer shit. I'm talking about football. It's right up there with baseball. Baseball and football, two greatest sports in mankind. And that's all I got to say about that. Stephen Sayers. Wait. There's Fucko. Hey, Fucko. Thanks for being here. Last show, I phrased something badly. Okay, so here's a correction. Fucko's coming in here to set the record straight. Let's get this. Let's see what this says. Fucko said, I said, if you don't vote in 2016, you're a jagoff. You took it like I was starting shit with you, which is understandable. I wasn't, though. I didn't mean you personally. Well, thanks for clearing that up, because man, oh man, I tell you, it's been gnawing on me. Actually, I don't even remember, but thank you for clarifying that. And hopefully I didn't take it that way, and hopefully we're cool. Hopefully, are we cool? Are we cool? I hope we're cool. I hope we cool. Because yeah, look, I still have my stickers on. I voted. I'm all about the vote. Look at here. Look at the bottom of my cup. Watch the bottom of my cup, folks. Oh, I should probably turn that around. Let's see. Maybe I should do it this way. Let's try this again. Try it again. Watch the bottom of the cup. That's what's called subliminal messaging. Okay, so anyhow, all right, well, thanks for that clarification, Fucko, because I was really almost losing sleep over it. No, I agree. Vote. If you didn't vote in 2016, you were a jagoff. Okay. But anyhow, let's just learn the lesson from 2016. Let's all vote. Let's make good choices in the ballot box. All right. Steve Sayer says, there's Trucker John, looking good, young man. Well, thank you very much. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Stephen Sayers, for being here. I'm glad to see you. Really happy that you're in the chat. Make sure you guys give me the thumbs ups, like, subscribe, and share. I've had two. I was on a pretty good roll. We were getting a lot of subscriptions on a pretty good roll. We're up to 1425. Now I notice we're down to two people left me. We went to 1423. Why would someone leave me? Well, I don't get it. What did I ever do to those two people that they would leave me? So anyhow, we got to hit the share button, and maybe we can get some more subs. So, because I want to get to 1,500. Damn it. Where are we at here? In the chat. We've got some more greetings. I'm going to just skip over the greetings because I'm already like 12 minutes behind in the chat probably. MJ McCall's here. Thank you so much for being here, MJ. Good to see you. AJ1 says, headed to Portland after the storm now. Had to toss iron last week from Vegas to Fontana on the 6 westbound. Really? Wow. Did it snow? Wow. Hey, there's Elizabeth. This was not the immunity case. This was the Colorado ballot disqualification. Oh, yeah. There's so many going on. It's hard to keep them straight, isn't it? The criminal Trump the criminal, he's got so many things going on. It's hard to keep them all straight. But thanks, Elizabeth, for being here. I do appreciate you. Good to see you. MJ McCall, tennis. Oh, okay. So you're saying tennis is the greatest game. Oh, it's an eye of the beholder, I suppose. Tennis is a great game, no doubt about it. It's a great game. It's just not as good as football or baseball. That's all. And I know I'm stirring up a hornet's nest here because a lot of people hate football and they say baseball is boring, but I just don't agree. Foco says, TJ, I wasn't calling you a jack. I know. We've already gone through that. I agree. I know what you're saying. I was saying anyone who refused to vote in 2016 or protest vote is a JO. It came off like I was accusing you of not voting. I wasn't. Okay, I got it. We're good. We're cool. All right? Are we cool? We're cool. But thanks for that. Thanks for setting the record straight on that. MJ McCall and Roger Federer is the GOAT. He's the GOAT. I was a big Bjorn Borg guy back in the day for some reason. Steven says, why do so many people spend so much money on professional sports? It's not like it really has any bearing on our lives. Well, I'll tell you one thing. It's to the point where it's out of my price range as far as except for baseball. At least is somewhat manageable. I can still afford to go to a baseball game, even though those are getting higher and higher. But trying to go to even just a regular season football game, you're looking at here at Allegiant to a Raiders game. The cheapest tickets are like almost $200 for the nosebleeders. And if I was taking my family with me, let's say, for instance, and I'm always the one who has to pay. I mean, it's at least $200 a head probably, and plus, if I even just going by myself, it's $200 expensive, and that's just for cheap seats. It's like the two cheapest, crappiest seats. If you want to get a decent seat, you're looking at $250, $300, and that's just for a Raiders game, regular season. They said the average price for tickets at the Super Bowl this year, the average price was almost $10,000, and of course you probably heard about prices, the good seats or whatever, going for 15, 20, 25 grand. It's crazy. That's for the Super Bowl. So I think it's really crazy, and I don't know how. And these stadiums get filled, and I always wonder how are there so many people that can afford these prices. Like even the regular season prices, if they're paying $500, $600, $800 a seat during the regular season. For decent seats, you're looking at $500, $600 probably. Of course, it depends on the city. I heard that one guy told me this is before Detroit kind of got good, but it was earlier in the season, and we were talking about ticket prices, and he was from Detroit, and he goes, "Yeah, I can get pretty good seats for like $80 or something in Detroit." So it depends on the city, I guess, but it is outrageous. But professional sports, I mean, it is a fun thing. I mean, people like what they like, right? We all find enjoyment out of whether it's professional sports, whether it's going to an art gallery and looking at art, whether it's going to a play, and so we all have our things that we get enjoyment out of. And so I don't, I'm not gonna, I'm not one of those people that says that you can't sort of enrich your life by getting enjoyment out of watching, whether it's sports or whether it's acting or whatever it is, so. But I do think the prices are outrageous, and I don't know how people really can afford to just go to all these things. It's very, very expensive. Ridiculous says very sublime, John. I'm so far in the chat, back behind in the chat, that I don't even know what that was in reference to. Fucko says, "Oh my man, I'm just trying to be a straight guy. A lot of people already hate me. Oh, hey, I forgot my point. You know what I mean. Who cares?" Hey, Fucko, I'm just glad you're here and contributing, and it's all good. It's all good. MJ McCall says Brit football came first, but it really doesn't matter to me because American football is the best. So another person said sublime. I don't even know what we're referring to. Doctor appointed. So that's what happens when I get behind in the chat, that I miss the references. Kevin Anderson's here. Thanks, Kevin, for being here. Good to see you. Awesome. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and share. Surrender Monkey said, "If you are president of the cab company, you don't need no damn permits and licenses. Also, the Secret Service dump all the customer bodies you forgot are in the boot." Surrender Monkey's got some good drugs going today, I can see. Or alcohol, I don't know. Focus says it was my comment, TJ. It must have provoked someone to leave. Oh yeah, it's you. Now I feel guilty. Yeah, see there? See what you did, Fucko? MJ McCall is laughing out loud. That's good. Good to see you laughing. Jolie says, "We are all just too cool for some people, John. They can't hang." So when did I make the comment about people leaving? That had to be at least 10 minutes ago. I think I'm 10 minutes behind. Because now people are saying, Elizabeth, hockey, she loves hockey. Hockey's a great sport. it just ain't the best. I know I'm stirring up a hornet's nest here. But Call says, I just finished listening to Oral Arguments. Well, there you go. Whatever floats your boat, man. Kevin Anderson says, this case today was a shit show. And that's about par for the course, isn't it? Benny Loco. Hey, Benny Loco's here. Thanks for being here. Oh, nice to see we're all out motivating voters. This is much more important after all. I voted. Did you? A primary coming to your town soon. Make sure you vote. We just had ours here the other day. And what I like about these new systems and stuff, I mean, this has been going on for a while. It's not like it's brand new, but, I put my ballot. I had a, ballot. I could have mailed it in, but I wanted to make sure, because I didn't want to make sure, it wasn't late or whatever. So I went down, I dropped it off at they had a drop box just a couple blocks from where I live. And today, they sent me an email saying that they received my ballot on time and it was all good. So that's cool that they do that. Kevin Anderson says, Jolie, I mad and disgusted. Uh-oh. Kevin Anderson's mad and disgusted. What's that all about? Swinner Monkey says American football is just rugby with safety pads and funky 80s hats while you guys are bobbing for apples. Us Brits bob for chips. And by chips, do you mean French fries? Because you guys are, for speaking English, you sure speak funny. MJ McCall says, Roger got 23 consecutive semifinals and 18 consecutive finals. No one beats that. I still like Bjorn Borg. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back in the old days. I remember Jimmy Connors and what's his face? John McIvy, John Makovich. No, what the fuck his name was? That's when tennis was tennis. Shannon Duffy's in the house. Thanks for being here at the truck stop. Says Trump 2024. I hope that was a joke. You meant to say Trump for prison 2024. Okay, yeah, that's right. I'm doing some editing here. But thanks, Shannon Duffy, for being here, nevertheless. 56 says, I find it amusing to scroll back and see where John goes with a comment or question, then go to what's live and get a good laugh. It's almost like time travel, in a way. Hey, there's Elizabeth, says the case was not made strongly enough. The court kept on about Colorado deciding for everyone, but other states have a remedy in Congress. They could put him back on the ballot. So, however that turns out, just vote. I'm not going to tell you how to vote, but I'm just going to say, stop voting for Republicans. Because they don't do us any good. They don't do any good. You can see what they're doing right now, the shit show with the House and how they're just so inept, the Republicans. So stop voting for Republicans. That's all I got to say. Oh, Trump Duffy is doubling down. Trump 2028. If Trump lives that long, he'll probably still be in prison in 2028. So okay, yeah, Trump in prison 2028. Yeah, I see it. I got you. I get you. Steve Sears says tickets, snacks, gear, collector's items. The list is really endless. Yeah, it is crazy. That's why I haven't gone to an NFL football game. I can't even remember the last time I've actually gone to an NFL game. I haven't gone to any up here. Although I do want to go to at least one. Because I have been in the stadium for that concert, for the Ed Sheeran concert, but I haven't gone there for a game. I'm trying to think, what was the last NFL game? I never have gone to SoFi, which is where the Rams play in LA. I'd like to go there at least once before I die. So the last game I went to, God dang, must have been like in the 90s. The last NFL game. I think, gosh, it was before the Rams went to St. Louis, and they were playing at Anaheim Stadium. I think that's the last NFL game I went to. like in 1990 or something. God dang it, that's over 30 something years, right? Crazy. Let's see here. Nick Ridge says, even with time to spare, it isn't fair to miss our hair. Hey, that's a nice little rhyme thing. Funko says, Trigger John, listen, I feel dreadful about the whole thing. To make it up, Jolie is going to clean your truck or house or whatever the fuck you live. Don't ask her right away. She doesn't know it yet. Okay, our little secret. Benny Loco says, trolls are allowed here now too. Anything goes, huh? Yeah, everyone's allowed unless they start doing like hate speech. You know what I mean? You know the regular rules. Like if it gets really hateful, if someone says someone says Trump 2024, what I'm supposed to broom them? You know, all I have to do is say Biden 2024. There, I just canceled that. I just canceled them out, right? I guess I have a thicker skin than you, Benny Loco. Gotta grow a thicker skin, I think. Kevin Anderson says, guys, Benny sings like an angel. Nick Rich says, muss. Jolie says, Shannon Duffy, welcome to the truck stop. Thanks for the last. Please don't spam the chat. Oh, there you go. See, I'm so far behind that, for all I know, Jolie's already taken care of that person. I don't even know. AJX1 says, been watching House Sparks a little bit and listening more and more to the left. I gotta say, I understand. Heck, I think my mind is changing myself. I agree with social policy high, MW taxing corpse. But okay, we'll get to the but here in a minute. But first, something pithy and witty from Surrender Monkey. I sometimes leave comments on other people's live streams while watching something else. It's only funny for me, and most live chats get angry. Well, that could happen here too. I just might get angry. KA says Duffy is a troll. All right, well, okay. Benny Logan says reported the scumbag troll. Will continue to do so. Okay, so you reported. Is it Duffy that you reported? Because Duffy said Trump 2024. Is that something that you report someone for? If they said something like homophobic or, something like that, or racist, I could understand. Unless I'm behind on the chat and I've missed or whatever. But for someone just saying Trump 2024, that's really fucking petty. I think to report someone for that. That's just my opinion. AJ Excellence says I want freedom of speech and less immigration. Okay, so do I, and I'm freely speaking. You're freely speaking, so I think we've got some pretty good freedom of speech going on. Less immigration. I'm not sure what that means. I mean, you want less people immigrating here. That's people are going to immigrate. I can't make them not immigrate. Steve Sears, like my granddaughter told me, if this company wants to pay me a buttload of money to do this, I'll take it and do some stuff. Yeah. What are you going to do? Like, not take the money? Jolie says, like, subscribe, and share. Bunny Local says, I always vote. That's good. That's good. KA says, Benny, you are a sweet person. Okay. They're saying hi to Benny Loco. I kind of skipped the greetings, otherwise I'll never get caught up. Benny Loco says, not when I'm pissed. Jolie says, I'm so glad you're watching. Hey, AJX1, we're happy to have you here at the truck stop. Should we broom AJ because he might not be a liberal Democrat, Benny Loco? Should we broom him? Should we kick him out? Is that, Nick Rich says, I reported it as spam. So I don't know, maybe I missed the spam. I only saw two, I think I saw 2 posts. So maybe I'm so far behind, maybe Jolie already took care of it. I didn't see the spam. I don't consider 2 posts as a spam, but whatever. McEnroe, there you go. God, I am like 15 minutes behind in the chat. KA says, Benny, we need to be pissed. The case today was a giveaway for Trump. Benny Loco says, the house show, it's all about his ego, so I left. No time for fluffing up disgusting egos. Yeah, that's the thing. That no one forces you to be anywhere, Benny. You're free to move about as you please. MJ McCall says, I didn't understand because I thought Colorado was only saying he couldn't be on the ballot in Colorado. They were, but maybe they had ramifications for all the ballots. Maybe I don't know. KA says, I'm mad, Benny. No like being mad. Uh-oh, Kevin Anderson's mad. Surrender Monkey bobbing for chips. Yes, French fries. It's a way to say, damn you ugly. Catching fries with your mouth in boiling deep fat fryer. Fat fryer. Benny looks, I registered 147 voters December, January. How many have you got to register? I think about 1 million. Yeah, I'm going to go with 1 million. What the fuck? MJ McCall, Benny Loco, it's comedy. Jolie says, Benny Loco, I would think you'd need to have some sort of ego to even be able to do what Hal does. At least he keeps it in check. He's a genuine guy. I agree. Benny Loco says, yeah, he's real hoot. Okay, Benny Hal is Okie. He's a Kentucky hillbilly. Anyhow, Benny Loco says, I stopped registering voters and I've stopped giving a rat's ass good luck. Okay, well, so which is it? You're registering voters or you're not registering voters? Here's what we call BRB have to pull in trash cans. Oh, yeah, get those trash cans in before the wind blows them away. Elizabeth, they were MJ McCall. Yes, the opposition said that was unfair to other states. I said the other states have remedy via 2/3 vote in Congress. I'm going to skip down a little bit because I know I'm really behind. Nick Rich says, it's refreshing to have civil discourse instead of rage amongst us. However, piss on all things MAGA. Yeah. Benny Lucas says, I report all spam. I guess I missed the spam. I like I said, maybe Jolie maybe she, took it off and I didn't see it. Like I said, two postings to me is not spam, but that's just, maybe I'm ignorant. Then Misha says, SCOTUS doesn't even try to hide their biases. They're in a tough spot because half of them were appointed by Trump, so, you know. Sweater Monkey says, Benny Loco, Hal's fine. At least his opinion isn't just straight up Russian propaganda, which is nice. Yeah, he's got that going for himself, you know. Funko says, Trucker John, listen, I feel dreadful about the whole... Okay, all right. Making a Jolie go to clean your truck house, whatever the fuck you live. That might be spam because I think that's it's like a glitch in the matrix. I'm pretty sure I read that the same exact post like not 5 minutes ago. We might have to report you, fucko, for spamming, I guess. KA says, Nerd Misha, I love you. Julie says, I don't do anything with Shannon Duffy. They are still free to chat if they don't spam. Again, I didn't see what I would call spam, but you know, what do I know? James Williams says, Hal welcomes the trolls. It's a perfect way to debunk their twisted theories. Like I said, okay, yeah, no hate speech. And to me, spamming is just like if it's just like a whole bunch of things, you know. So, I don't know. Maybe I don't have my right definitions. Benny looks at 16 years supporting important YouTubers, but only channels I dream relevant and important. Wait, deem, not dream. Okay, so 16 years. Okay, that's a long time. Good job. Good job. James Williams says, Hal welcomes trolls. It's a perfect opportunity to debunk their... Oh, wait. I must have skipped down and then went back up or something. Oh, no, wait. No, that's a double posting there. I don't know if that's YouTube glitching or what, but anyhow. Kevin Andrews says, sits by Benny. Nerd Mishla. Okay, there's some more greetings, I guess. Hugs and all that kind of stuff. I'm just trying to get caught up a little bit here. Sweater says, Trump is a New York pillbilly. Oh, that's pretty good. Benny Loco says, anything for clicks and views. Okay, whatever. Thanks for that non sequitur. John G says, I'm just new here. Haven't heard you before. Hey, John G. Well, thanks for being here. I haven't heard you before either. So thanks for coming by. We're just shooting the shit. You know, you post it, I read it. That's basically it. But yeah, we're just sitting here having a good time. Cam Banana says, Benny, you mad? I get it. AJX1 says, oh, with a high minimum wage, we wouldn't have illegal immigration. Really? That might even draw people here even more, right? Although, yeah, because the illegal, they get paid under the table, I guess. Is that the point? So they would try to come here legally so they can get the high minimum wage. I guess that would be your point, I guess, right? Well, I know our federal minimum wage is only like $7.25, but a lot of the states, they've been up in their, the state minimum wage is pretty good. So we'll see how it works out, I guess. Jolie says, hi, welcome to John G. To the truck stop. Yeah, we're in the pilot truck stop. We're fueling up, it looks like. Nerd Misha says, welcome. Oh, there's another one. I'll try to skip these, the greetings, because I'm behind. Nick Rich says, expletives have their place, and this is one of those places. Okay. Benny Loco, Nick Rich, I'm trying to behave. Oh, behave. Sorry, Mike said, John G. Trucker John will read almost anything. It's a fun chat. He really enjoys jokes about truckers being serial killers. My favorite, absolutely. Those are just, you know, my side aches with laughing so much. Kevin Anderson, I'm sitting by you, Benny. Okay. Benny's got Kevin in a corner there. Fucko, laugh, 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 laugh. I'm up to 3 packs a day. Oh, did I miss something about cigarettes or something? Hey, human up being. GS, is that good, sir? Good, G's? I don't know what that means, but thanks for being here. Anyhow, good to see you. Jolie's doing hugs at Benny Local. Alrighty then, so I think I'm caught up. Ta-da! I'm all caught up in the chat. Thank you guys so much. We got 30 watching. We got 26 thumbs up, so we need to get 4 more thumbs up. Every time I take a drink, someone registers to vote, Benny. It's a magic cup. It's subliminal messaging. I'm not going to say where the messaging is at. Another person just registered. Benny Loco says you might get a big shock if you hug me right now, Jolie. I'm full of negative energy right now. Fair warning. You've been warned. Nick Rich says, geez. Okay. Jeez. Fucko says, I was down to about 7 to 10 a day. Now I'm back up to meh, about a pack. I struggle. I want to quit, but it's only addiction I have left. It's hard. I am so thankful to the good Lord above, or the flying spaghetti monster, whoever it is, or just to myself, maybe, that I've never got into smoking. I tried a few times. I remember like in 6th grade smoking. I remember in junior high getting some cigarettes and smoke. In high school trying to smoke. In my 20s, I there was these times where I would smoke, and I just hated it. I was so lucky and fortunate that I didn't get addicted, because I've always heard that nicotine is more addicting than heroin or something like that, right? So I just feel very, 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 very fortunate and lucky that I never got addicted or anything like that, because it just seems like such an awful, terrible, terrible habit, because it's very, because of the health issues mainly, right? I mean, besides the fact that it's just disgusting to be blowing smoke in people's faces and stuff. But so I'm thankful to the flying spaghetti monster or whatever that I've never been really much of a smoker. You know, I gave it a shot a few times. You know, I tried, but fortunately I failed. That's the one thing I'm glad I failed at, was smoking. AJ says there is no point for one man to have $1 billion tax them. I believe that I believe in the taxing the rich. The more you make, the higher you should get taxed more. I agree with that. Kevin Anderson says, yay, 81 on my CPAP. Oh, yeah, you got the scores. That's very good. And then once you start getting 100%, you're just gonna want to get hundreds every night. There's something when you look at your scores, that gets kind of, I don't know if addicting is the word, but you're like, you start to get into it. You're like, all right, I'm going to improve my score and everything. So yeah, but congratulations, 81's a good score. Human FT says, F Being says, grats T John, cheers. Well, cheers back at you. Benny Loco says, yeah. Now I'm behind, so I don't know exactly the references here. MJ McCall agreed, Elizabeth. Let's see here. Gene E says, yeah, Peter Navarro has to report to jail. Bail denied. All right. Go to jail, you scumbag. Peter Navarro, who I'm talking about. Nick Rich says, most of the fun is when John goes off on a tangent and gets behind. Yeah, I guess that's fun for you guys. Cameron Anderson, but you remember IU mod? IU mod. IU mod. Ben Logos says, small potatoes, Gene. But still, we'll take the victories wherever we can, you know. John G, quit smoking 30 years ago. They said quit smoking or quit breathing. Yeah, those are your choices. Yeah, I would quit smoking. MJ McCall says, I smoked for 26 years, a pack a half a day, more when I went out drinking. Yeah. MJ McCall, I did Cedars-Sinai smoking cessation program. It's brilliant. All right, awesome. Benny Loco says, Kevin Anderson, everyone is a mod at local land. We're all equal. Not here. We're not all equal. And the Trucker John live stream, no, we are not all equal. I don't know. Falco says, Trucker John, I'm going to subscribe-alate. As soon as you read this comment, wait for it. Okay, I'm waiting. I don't know if I'll see it right away because, you know, but okay. Thank you. I thought you already did. Well, I don't know what's subscribe-alate is different than subscribing. I don't know. Kevin Anderson, I smoke patooey. Okay. Oh, I don't smoke patooey. I'm sorry. I'm forgetting how to read. Kevin Anderson says, I don't smoke patooey. Okay, well, good. I'm glad you don't smoke because smoking's bad for you. But if you do smoke, I mean, it's your choice, you know. I guess, right? Swinner Monkey says, oh my God, when I started smoking, it was 79 pence a pack. Now it's over 25 pounds a pack. Again, you English people talk so funny. With all your pences and pounds. And Billy Logo says, no favorites in local land. Alrighty then. Local land sounds like the land of equality, of equity, the land of equity. Kevin Anderson says, Benny, I've gone from loco to bonkers, laughing out loud. AJX1 says, Patrice O'Neill, I'm losing my voice, take on smoking cigarettes was golden. Was that old actress? You talking Patrice O'Neill? Is that something from like a long, long time ago? I have to refresh my memory on that one, AJ. MJ McCall says, what I learned was all my soapbox rants pro-smoking were my addiction in the driver's seat. Okay. I'm just trying to kind of decipher that. Human F Being says, do they make CPAPs with an attachment for CBD cartridges? If not, someone patent that real quick. I don't think so. Yeah, get on that. Human F Being, just an idea. idea. Benny Local, welcome aboard, Kevin. All aboard. Nick Rich says, shall we wait for Fucko? I'm waiting. We're waiting. I don't know. He may have done it, but I can't really see. I don't see the individual. I mean, I guess sometimes they sends me a Gmail. It might say like someone subscribed, but I haven't been getting those because I haven't seen that notification. Even though I've been getting a lot of new subs, I haven't seen that notification. So I don't know. Let me just see real quick if there's any notification here. I don't see it. I don't see one. I don't see one. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. It just says there's a new comment. From Nick Rich. He said, where are you, John? It's 9:05. Old Nick is just, he's a stickler for punctuality, being punctual. Anyhow, let's see here. Where are we at here? Where were we at? Oh, for some reason, the chat scrolled way up. Nerd Mitchell says, I have to resubscribe to a few channels every day. Thanks, YouTube. Huh, really? That's pretty weird. I mean, I don't know. Why would it do that? Like automatically unsub something. Focus says, Trucker John, the reason you get behind is because you stopped reading comments. You should probably just do nothing else but read people's comments. Give people a voice, man. Laughing out loud, laughing out loud. Fucko, I subbed. Okay, well, thank you so much. I really do appreciate the sub. And make sure you like and subscribe and share. Get the message out so we can get more subs in here. Kevin Anderson says, Fucko back. MJ McCall, laughing out loud. Om-O. I'm not sure what that means. Benny Logo says, does it notify when someone unsubs? No, but on the YouTube Studio, like you can see the total number, and you can see if it goes up or down. But it didn't say like who it is or whatever. Nick Rich says, thanks, Fucko, Benji McCall, Fucko, not Om-O. I mean, Phil O, not Om-O. Oh, I don't know. Nick Rich says, always time, I guess, to smoke weed. Benny Loco says, Nick is very punctual. Yes, I'm noticing that. Very, very, very much so. Jolie says, Fucko, John's responses are the best part. Thanks for the sub. Kevin Anderson says, hugs, Benny. MJ McCall, as Hal says, it takes time. Time. AJ1 says, fill my wort with the power of... Oh, fill my... Okay, thanks for the correction there. Because fill my wart, I really don't want to fill your wart. I mean, you seem like a nice person and all, but I really don't want to fill your wart. So, thanks for the correction there. Fill my wrath with power of proper punctuation. Okay. I kind of, put a wrathful voice in there. MJ McCall says, bleep and autocorrect? Yeah, it's the bane of my existence. That damn autocorrect. Benny Logo says, it was a rhetorical question. And with a thumbs up. What was the question again? I don't even... does it... Oh, that was the brutal... I thought you were being, literal or whatever. Let's see here. Fucko says, Trucker John, maybe you should get a partner to help you keep up with the comments. What kind of salary are you offering? What about time off, vacations, company car? I'll have my people talk to your people. Yeah, wow. Never really thought about it. Yeah, have your people get in touch with my people. Kevin Anderson says, John, I'm having pizza on Sunday. Ruben, yay. A Reuben pizza? Is Reuben the guy who makes the pizza? Is that a type of pizza? I've heard of a Reuben sandwich. Never heard of a Reuben pizza. Reuben. Was that a typo? Was that an autocorrect thing or whatever? Vinny Lucas has been here 16 years. John, I know how this works. I bet you do. I'm just getting gussied up. No. I bet you do, Vinny Loco. Way more than me. Although I've been on YouTube since like 2008 or something. But I really didn't do much until the last couple of years. Oops. My coffee's all gone. But here, watch this. That was a subliminal message again. Anyhow, but yeah, congratulations on the 16 years. Reuben Pizza. Human up being Ajos. I don't know. Nick Rich says, hey peeps, talk to Fucko's peeps. Yeah, my peeps talk to your peeps. Your peeps talk to my peeps. Ben Lucas says, don't say Reuben sandwich too loud. Rand will hear you. Oh, does he like those? I like a Reuben sandwich every now and then. I can't remember the last time I had one. It's been a while. Oh yeah. I didn't even catch that mistake. That misuse of the word here. The wrong here. Vinny, who Rand? Rand is Vinny's husband, by the way. So don't you know? 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 Hey everybody, it's me. Nick Rich loves it when I do this. He just loves this beard and loves this little voice I put on. So this is for you, Nick Rich 56. I'm feeling fabulous. Fabulous day here at the truck stop, here in the Pilot truck stop. Just want to thank you all for being here. Hope you all feel fabulous. Actually, you may not realize this, but I am Ficus's fabulous cousin. That's right. You guys didn't know Ficus had a fabulous cousin, did you? So, just thought I'd pop in real quick, say hi to everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all your chit-chatting and all that good stuff. Hope you're feeling fabulous today. And just wanted to pop in. So, there we go. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Hey, that was Ficus's fabulous cousin. It's a work in progress. Benigo says a subliminal message is painting in big blue letters vote all over your car. I think that's kind of the opposite of subliminal, actually. But you know, MJ's Rand Paul, Rand McNally. Oh, now everyone is gonna play Rand games with the name there. Benigo says his name is Rand Paul, MJ. This is purple slurp. MJ, how do you do that? It's magic. Benito says everyone is a little gay, John. That's what Kurt Cobain, I think, said that. Fucko says, Trucker John, I once ate a Reuben sandwich made by Jeffrey Dahmer. It tasted funny. I think it was made from a clown named Reuben. Now that's funny, Fucko. That's pretty funny. And the thing about it, it's a good chance that it might be true, you know. AJ says, got an abs light and refused to pass through 7 chicken coops, so my company told me to bash the light. And refused to pass through 7 chicken coops, so my company told me to bash the light. Is that a joke? Because that sounds like a joke. Below says, have you seen Ficus Twain sister? She's in my shorts. Oh, I may have. Trying to remember. If I did, it was a long time ago. AJ McCall says, Rand Paul was my congressional peeps I despise until I learned he does free surgeries for kids. I've demoted him to dislike now. From despise to dislike. Oh yeah, that's probably appropriate. It's good to know that he's not a complete, horrible person. He at least he has at least one redeeming quality, Fucko says protein. Fucko's got to eat too. That's true. That's true, but I would just probably stay away from the Jeffrey Dahmer sandwiches. I'm just saying, maybe just the Subway or Firehouse Subway, or whatever. I'd probably stay away from the Dahmer. Although that would be interesting to have a Subway sandwich chain and call it Dahmer's. I wonder how that would go over. And you could have names of sandwiches that would be like sort of like cannibalistic sounding. Whatever. I'm just spitballing here, people. I'm just spitballing. And let's see here. It says, Benny, you funny. That was from Kevin Anderson. Human Up Being says, why does this rag smell funny to you? Bobcat Goldthwait joke. Yeah, how would Bobcat say it? I can't do a Bobcat. Benny says, that's because I was the original Ficus. Oh, there you go. So Hal stole that from you, I guess. Human Up Being regarding Dahmer. AJ, if Nick Rich says, AJ, John ain't all that familiar with trucker lingo. CB, nope. Yeah, I never really got into all the lingo that much. Fucko says, Trucker John, Rand Paul can't mow lawns very well. He ends up getting his ass kicked when he mows lawns. Yeah, I heard about that. And the funny part is I was rooting for the neighbor. I don't really, I'm not an advocate of violence and everything, things of this nature. I'm not pushing that. But still, I couldn't help but kind of, root for the neighbor on that one. Kevin Anderson says, a clown witch. Yeah, there you go. AJ McCall says, he's horrible for our politics, but I'll allow he's doing the Lord's work with the surgeries. Well, yeah. Like I said, he's got at least one redeeming quality. Big Hook's in truck stop. Thanks, Big Hook, for being here. Thanks for coming by. And this goes out to all the new subscribers and the people coming back and everybody who's in here right now. Just want to say thank you so much, all of you, all y'alls, for being here. Big Hook says, don't forget Rand's trip to Russia to deliver an envelope directly to Putin. Oh, I did forget about that. There's a lot of Putin puppets, it seems, especially in the Republican side of things. A lot of Putin puppets, Putin bitches, as I like to say. Right up there to the top. Right up there to Trump. He's the biggest Putin bitch of them all. Fucko says something to do with grass clippings. Yeah, the things neighbors fight about, right? Am I right? Ben Nicholas says, I make my channel available to members only. There you go. You should make jackets that say members only. Fucko says, Shakes the Clown. MJ, are these sandwich names for our Dahmer's sandwich shop? Is that what you're coming up with? MJ McCall says, what was the trip with Ron Johnson and Devin Nunes? We would all love to know. Remember, there was a whole bunch of Republican, I think were they all senators or whatever, that decided instead of being around somewhere in America for 4th of July, celebrating our independence from England, surrender monkey, They went to Russia? Huh? What the fuck was that all about? And they've been Putin little bitches ever since, and probably before, but you know. Yeah, inquiring minds want to know, right? Little Putin bitches, man. Human Up Being says, I've been called something like member before at Benny Loco. Does that count? Kevin Anderson says, MJ, where's Devin Nunes' cow? Need more cowbell. The planes are so close that I just saw the shadow of the airplane go through my room here. Says Benny Lucas says human only paid members. There are lots of homeless people to feed. And Nick Rich says, what will John talk about to himself if the chat stops? Oh, who knows, Nick? Could be anything. You just never know what Trucker John's going to say. Trucker John's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. That's what my mama always said. That's all I got to say about that. Jenny, I do know what love is. Anyhow, that's probably what would happen. It would just turn into me doing like Forrest Gump voice. Let's see here. MJ McCall says, Jordans never investigate. They don't. Those Jordans, they don't investigate. All they do is take off their jacket and kind of yell at people and act all incredulous while being very hypocritical. That's what Jordans do. Benito says, let's test it, Nick. About not chatting. MJ McCall is laughing out loud. Laughing out loud. I'm laughing so much, I'm laughing out loud. Thank you very much. Jolie says, Trucker John has zero problems coming up with things to talk about. And Nick Rich 56. There you go. So there. MJ McCall says, Cowbell was behind Navarro after his court hearing. Oh, yeah, I remember that. I saw that clip with the cowbell and the whistles, and finding out that this ain't no Little Dick Park or whatever. What did the guy say? What was the exact quote? I know I just butchered it, but we did find out one very important thing, that where they were at, that was not the Small Dick Park or whatever. So that's good to know. You don't if you're looking for the Small Dick Park, they should probably put a sign up that says this is not the Small Dick Park. And then you can move on, you know. You don't have to like guess. Like, is this the Small Dick? Am I in the right park? You know. Let's see here. Benilka's laughing, looks like, 3 times. Cameron Anderson says, MJ, or is that a J or an I? With a comma next to it. I don't know. Navarro, moo. I don't do a very good moo, do I? Let's do that over again. Okay, let's go back to 1. I don't know if it's me or MJ Navarro equal moo. That was a little bit better, moo. Moo. Swinner Monkey, repeat the question, please. I was having a giant poo, and I only caught sarcasm and side-eye off my brother because of the smell. Well, there you go. There you have it. All in one concise posting there. MJ McCall says, Jordan's deflecting a chihuahua who imitates Porky Pig when he's lying. That's all, folks. Something like that, right? Benny Logan says, not much to laugh about since our women's health care has been ripped away. And that's no laughing matter. And I agree. I totally agree. That's no laughing matter. That's why you need to vote blue if you know it's good for you. Say I'm changing it from vote blue no matter who, even though I don't have that t-shirt on today. I have a t-shirt that says vote blue no matter who, but I'm changing it. Because a lot of people say, oh, I'm not just I'm not going to just no matter who. I'm independent. I'm not like a robot, or I'm not a sheep. So I'm changing it to vote blue if you know what's good for you. You kind of have to say that second sentence kind of fast because vote blue is just 2 words. And then the other one's like a whole bunch of words. I haven't counted them, but it's a bunch of words. So it's like, you got to go like, vote blue, kind of stretch that out. Vote blue if you know what's good for you. You have to kind of say that kind of fast. Hopefully it's understandable. So remember, vote blue if you know what's good for you. It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. Hey, Vicky Accardi's here. Thanks for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, wait. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. I got to remember I have those things. I can start doing those things. But Vicky says, hi, Trucker John. Did you hear about the new volcano in Iceland? No, I haven't heard about the new volcano in Iceland. I have not. Although I remember watching some volcano footage, like a live camera where they just had it on a volcano, and that might have been in Iceland, but that was like a while ago. And I might be confusing it with some other place. But no, Vicky, I didn't hear about this new one. Poor Iceland. It seems like they're not icy anymore. AJ1 says, I received the ABS light warning and declined to drive through 7 way stations. Consequently, my company instructed me to physically disable the light. Okay, so I had pre-pass. So I don't know what ABS light is. If that's pre-pass. And so pre-pass, if I had a green light, that means I could just go through. I didn't have to stop. I could pass it. If I got a red light, that meant I had to go in to the chicken coop. So that's all I know. And I would get a green light probably about 95% of the time. I would get a green light. Unless the state, because it would go by state by state. If a state had a bunch of, from your company, like I contracted with Schneider, and if Schneider had some assholes that were drivers that were getting pulled in and were getting all kinds of violations, then it lowers your score as a company. So then when that score gets lower, you get pulled in more for a while. It's like for 3 months or 6 months. It's kind of like they put the company on probation. So you're gonna get the red light way more often when you get that lower score. And then after, if there's not a bunch of violations and your score goes back up, that company, and then you're back up to being like where you get the green light almost every time. So most of the time I got a green light because Schneider was pretty good on keeping trucks and trailers compliant with the normal PMs and maintenance and everything that they make you do. So our scores were usually pretty high. So I would say I got the green light at least 90% of the time. So that's all I know about that. I don't know about what you're talking about, like disabling the light. I don't really get that. So MJ McCall is laughing out loud. Human Up Being says, Trucker John, what side do you suppose SCOTUS will come down on regarding the Colorado ballot thing? So here's my opinion on that. This since I've said it, it shall pass. I'm going to say that SCOTUS will say that it doesn't apply to Trump because he wasn't convicted of anything, and so he can still be on the ballot. That's what I don't maybe necessarily agree with that, but that's what I'm saying they're going to say. Kevin Anderson says, MJ, you're funny. Is Mary Jane? I don't know. It's dab time for Benny Loco. It's dab time. Time to do a little dabbing. Becky says hi to Julie. I got to skip the greetings because, like I said, I'll always be behind. Benny Loco says, Diane Russell and I will be doing some Hellfire conversations on her and my channel. Oh, that's awesome. I check you guys out over there at HBL, right? HBL, yeah. So be sure to check that out. We might be competing today because at 3 o'clock I'm going on. I'm going to do a little House Parks pregame show at 3 today. Just saying. MJ McCall says, AJ, my brother had that happen when he was driving, even after they digitized their logs. It happens. 56 says chicken coop equal way station. Yeah, I know. I got that much of the logo. There's one for the book rack in the truck stop. Yeah, we need to have that book, CB lingo, I guess, or trucker lingo. But Ben Nicholas says, cheers, Jolie, Kevin. Puff, puff, puff. Pass it. Puff, puff, puff. Pass it around. Big hook. Anti-lock braking system. Like, yeah. Okay. Well, when you were talking about chicken coops, it threw me. I know what the ABS light is. Okay, yeah. If you have the ABS light, you're supposed to stop and get it fixed. Because they could write you up for that. So whenever my ABS light came in, I would just take it into a Schneider shop and tell them, hey, why is this light coming on or whatever, and it would be, oh, it's a bad sensor, and they'd fix it. But yeah, I know what ABS is. Kevin there says ABS equal pab time. Okay. Cheers, Jeff Curry. Hey, Jeff Curry, Bigfoot 2028. Don't be a troll now. You might get reported, Jeff. You might just get reported because apparently that's trolling. Jeff Curry, hey Jolie. Kevin Anderson, Jeff Curry, Manticore for Prez. Jersey Devil, VP. Man, you guys are just funny as shit. Okay, we got greetings. I'm skipping the greetings. It's good that you guys are greeting. Oh, but for Jeff Curry, welcome back to my channel, Jeff Curry. Okay. Do you feel special? Fucko says, Trucker John, you know how many people I knew that didn't understand civics? I'm one of them. Like, if DJT, Donald John Trump, won, he could appoint judges and overturn R versus W. That's Roe versus Wade, in case you guys didn't know. Told people that constantly many said they didn't care. Jagoffs. There you go with the Jagoffs again. And I know you're not calling me that, so you don't have to do a bunch of apologies. MJ McCall says, Trucker John, asking my brother to falsify his logs, disabled tracking, etc. Wait. Trucker John, ask. Oh, yeah, you don't do that. You don't falsify logs. Unless you want to get, what is it, like something like, is it like a $1,500 fine for every single mistake or on your log if they wanted to cite you for it? It's something outrageous. I never got it, so I don't know what it is. Because when I was doing paper logs, it was meticulous. And then we went to, and then eventually went over to, the, what do you call it? Logs. And it was all on the thingamajigger. Or just did it for you, but yeah, don't fuck with your logs. You're gonna get fined up the ass, and you could lose your license. It's just not worth it. Tell the trucking company to stick it up their ass. Is what you do. Jolie says, same as Jeff Curry. Big hook. If truck air brake system light, right. I think we've talked about that. Yeah, the little yellow light on the back of your trailer. That's your ABS light. It's right back over here somewhere. Where am I at? It's right. Where's my finger? Where is my finger? See, everything is backwards, so it throws me off. Well, anyhow, it's over there, back of the trailer. You can see it. You see one over there? Look, there's a Schneider. Anyhow, on the back of the thing, there's a little yellow light that comes on. That's your ABS light. Now, if that comes on, then you're really not supposed to operate. And I would still run with it until I could get to a shop and just say, hey, look, the ABS light's on. And they would just make sure it wasn't a braking system. And if it was, they would fix it. But most of the time, it was just a stuck sensor or something that they could just fix real quick. Dash lights, Jeff Curry, dash lights. It does show up on the dash too. There is an ABS light on your dash. So you got one on your dash, and then you have the actual light that's on right there. It's right there where my thumb is. See there? Kevin Anderson, beep, beep. Are you the Roadrunner? Fucko says, Trucker John, when you say you people are funny, I know you really mean just me. It's nice of you to make everyone feel included, though. I appreciate that. No one gets jealous that way. People can be horrible. They can be. They can also be very loving and kind and awesome. But they can also be pricks and dorks. Not dorks. I mean, I didn't mean being a dork is a whole different thing. But they can be pricks and assholes too, right? And it just plain out mean and evil. So there's all kinds, and people could be both. You can switch back and forth from being, well, maybe not evil. I think if you're evil, you're just evil. But you could be an asshole, and then be nice sometimes and kind and loving, and then be in a bad mood and be an asshole or something. It's different to be evil. I think if you're evil, there's no really shutting that off. You might hide it, just so you can fool people. But if you're really evil, you're just evil. You know what I mean? Like Trump is evil. In my humble opinion, as we used to say in the chats in the old days. Let's see here. Where are we at now? Oh, AJ says, as a trucker, I have developed an incredible dislike for, is that a cop? Is that a DOT officer? Is that just anyone with a badge? I don't know. I actually didn't have too many run-ins with them, I think out of all the years I drove, I could only think of maybe twice that I actually got pulled over just for a roadside, like level 1 inspection or whatever it is. One time it was in Alabama. Troopers pulled me over. And the other time was in Oregon. Oregon troopers pulled me over. Well, and the Alabama one was just like random. Like you're just going down the interstate and he pulled me over and he's like, yeah, I'm going to do a level 1 inspection. And of course, didn't find anything. Everything was good. So then you turn that paperwork into Schneider, and I think they paid me $100 since I didn't have any violations. And then the Oregon one, the guy was in the middle, in the median, the trooper. It was on I-5 up there by Lebanon or whatever, And I was I bobtailing? I might have been bobtailing. And because he saw when I drove by him, you know how behind your cab of your truck, on the outside, you have to have those reflectors. It's kind of like this shape, like you have those little reflective tape. And on mine, I guess one of them had come off or something, and I didn't notice it. Like one of the little strips of reflector. So it's like this wide, it's like this long, of reflector tape that you're supposed to have on there. And he saw that it was missing, so he came out and pulled me over. And he's like, yeah, I'm doing a level 1 inspection. And everything was good except for that. And all it was is like a little fix-it ticket. And I just had the shop was up in Portland. And I just pulled into the shop and they put some tape on for me. And then I, just sent that in, showing that it was taken care of. And I thought I got pulled over one other time. I'm trying to think. It might have been another time. I just can't remember. Where you're just out on the road and you get pulled over like for an inspection. And that was because he saw something. But that one in Alabama, I don't think he even saw anything wrong. He just pulled me over like randomly. He was just pulling over trucks randomly, and that was pretty rare for me. In all those years, that didn't happen very often. Kevin Anderson, we all crazy here. I feel like my head is sinking down or something. Maybe did I sink down in my chair? Here at the truck stop. Let's see here. Falco says, Trucker John, if it's one thing I can't stand, it's a conceited person. So you can't stand me? Is that what you're trying to say? AJX1, they will fine you for everything. Cat Williams voice. They will fine you for everything. That was not very good, Kevin. Cat Williams. That might have been more of a Kevin, what's his face? Jeff Curry says, Central Missouri, February 8th, wearing shorts and t-shirt. Week ago, it was 3 degrees outside. Yeah, that's right. You guys are getting a little, a nice little heat wave. So you can just go, yeah, shorts and tank top and flip flops. Let's see here. Where we at here? Kevin Anderson says, Jeff Curry, is you a frosticle? Laughing out loud. Well, maybe last week, but not today. It's warm here now. Jeff Curry says, Jolie, it's cold in Canada. I'm going to keep on until everyone thinks you are in Canada. Alrighty then. Jeff Curry says, Kevin, it's near 70 today. Wow. And right now, since we're talking about the weather here in Las Vegas, I don't want you, Siri. According to this, it's 47 degrees and partly cloudy. We might have a little more rain on the way. I think we got a little bit more rain before it really clears up. But we're at 47 here. So it's colder here in Las Vegas than it is in like Indiana and stuff. Kevin Anderson says, whew. Kevin Anderson, 60 over here. Where are you at, Kevin? I forget where everybody's at sometimes, so where are you at? Big Hook says, okay, Jeff, we will consider Jolie an honorary Canuck. Well, there you go. There you go, Jolie. You're an honorary Canuck. You should feel honored. Jolie says, Jeff Curry, spring feeling day here in Canada. AJ1 says, that truck behind me has been blocking the fuel island for over an hour now. Yeah, what's going on with that? Come on, move it along. Move it along, huh? You can't park in the fuel bays, guys. Come on. Don't you hate that? I've had that where literally some asshole, and this happened more than one time, so I should say assholes, I guess, would park their truck just like this guy, let's say. This guy in the picture is just getting fuel, but they would park right there in the fuel bay, get their shit. I didn't actually see them do all this, but I saw the aftermath. They would go into the truck stop, take a shower for like a half an hour, and keep their truck in the fuel bay. And then sometimes you're like stuck behind that, and you got all these other trucks around you, and you can't, you're just stuck there until you can get out. You got to back out, And I remember one time, me and this other guy, we had Sharpies, and we just started writing all over the guy's windows and everything like, hey, you fucking asshole, you can't park here, and because we knew that we saw the truck, he was hogging up the fuel lines for like, I don't know, he was there for like a couple hours. So we just wrote all over his windows with Sharpies, like, hey, you fucking asshole, go park if you're going to take a shower, and all that kind of stuff. So some guys there's some fucking, talk about pricks and assholes. Yeah, they're there at the truck stop. I don't know about this guy, but the Schneider, he's okay, because he's just off to the side. He's not really in the fuel bay, and he's just parking over there. He's not blocking anything. There's plenty of room there. Falco says, Trucker John, in the short time, you've obviously realized how magnificent I am, right? And have you heard me boast about that once? No, not even once, because I have humility. Well, there you go. Very, very, very humble. I can just see the humility, you're reeking of humility. Kevin Anderson, Iowa. Oh, okay. Good old Iowa. Nick Rich 56 says, phone call. Gotta fly, guys. Catch you later. Well, thank you for being here. That was probably 15 minutes ago. You might be back by now, but hey, if you gotta go, you gotta go. But thanks for being here, Nick. Nirmisha says 45 degrees here. Nirmisha, where are you at? I forget where everyone's at, so if you don't mind just giving us a region. Like over here, are you in California? Because over here in Nevada, it's like 47. Jolie says, thanks, Big Hook, for being honorary Canadian. Kevin Anderson, hugs, Jolie. Vicky Accardi says, pushing 60 in Michigan. We're ecstatic. Yeah, that's like a heat wave going on now over there. Big Hook. You have to start saying A now, Jolie. A. Kevin Anderson says, yay, Vicky. Foco says, I don't think advocating vandalism at this juncture would be prudent. Wouldn't be prudent? Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. No, not gonna do it. Not gonna advocate for vandalism. Oh, you talking about when we were riding on his window? That he could wash it off. He's lucky we didn't pop the tires out of his truck. That's because we were thinking about it, or at least letting air out of the tire from the valve stem. But then he would have been stuck there even longer, and so we didn't do it. Nation. Oh yeah, Southern Oregon coast. Oh, that's right. I think I've been talking to you about how I've driven through there, and it seems like no matter what time of year, it was always kind of cold and rainy and drizzly. Although some days you can get some really beautiful days there. Beautiful coastal runs up the highway there. But yeah, a lot of times, even in the summertime, it could be kind of cold and drizzly. But also, you can get really nice, beautiful days too. So it's a beautiful part of Oregon, the southern coast, I think. Big Hook. You forgot to say sorry a lot as well. Is that what Canadians do? Sorry. Sorry. Jolie says, most of us are pretty nice here at the truck stop. At Kevin. Most of us. Not me, though. I could be mean and nasty. AJX1 says, driver was blocking the fuel island and a few drivers noticed and built a angry posse. We all cussed him out when he came back. Pooped his pants. Deservedly so. Yeah, that shit really can't be tolerated. I mean, what the fuck are they thinking? Like, they're so important. There's no one else. It's the most inconsiderate thing you can do. One of those things. You just park in a fuel bay, leave the truck there. Other people are trying to fuel. They want to get fuel and get out. And then this asshole goes inside it and takes a shower and goes and gets something to eat. Just takes a sweet ass time. No, you don't do that. I was taught. Here's what I was taught. And plus, like you fuel up, and then you can go to what's called the pay line. There's like a pay line, and you can park up there. And the way I was taught is that you can park at the pay line, and if you need to go inside and use the restroom and maybe if you're going to grab something to eat to go, or if you're going to go to the fuel desk and you got to take care of business there, whatever you're going to do. If it's not going to take more than 15 minutes, then you can park at the pay line. But if you're going to do anything you're going to do that's going to take more than 15 minutes, then you need to take your truck around to the parking lot and find a spot to park. You don't stay in the pay line. That's the way I was taught by my trainer, and I think it was really good advice and really good teaching, and I abided by that my entire career. And I don't know who these assholes. Now I keep putting in this truck. This is like just a random truck, but some of these assholes, I don't know what the hell they're being taught, or if they're even being taught at all, or they don't give a fuck about what they were taught. But they need to be taught a lesson, that's for sure. If they're parking in the fuel bay and they're going and eating and showering and just leaving the truck in the fucking fuel bay, then there needs to be consequences of some sort. I'm not saying that you beat him up or anything like that. But like you say, you guys all kind of confronted this guy and you laid down the law. You put the fear of God on him, and that's all you need to do. You don't need to actually, do any type of violence, but they need to be, something's wrong. Something's very, very wrong with these people who do that kind of shit. And they need to be, schooled up, basically. All right, now, where was I? Kevin Anderson says, that's why I like this place, Jolie. Funko says, Trucker John's Sharpies should only be used to change hurricane weather system. Right, that's good point. Good point, Funko. Kevin Anderson says, I need a sandwich, laughing out loud. Well, go get you one. Go get you a Reuben. Funko says, sounds like a MAGA trucker. Well, I don't know. I mean, this is even before MAGA, that kind of shit was going on. Pre-MAGA. And it's not really. That has nothing to do with it, actually. I mean, MJ says, I picked up A when I was following the X-Files. A? Big Hook says, AE double hockey sticks, Canadian curse. Well, there you go. You just cursed us all. Thank you. Kevin Anderson says, Jolie, I need a sandwich, laughing out loud. Okay. I guess in case you didn't hear it the first time. Jolie says, you must be an undercover asshole, Jeff Curry. I've never seen you be anything but nice. Maybe she's the asshole. Oh, did I miss Jeff Curry's post? Because I have no idea what that's in reference to. Apparently, Jeff Curry has been blocked. No. All I see about Jeff Curry is something about the weather. So, what did I miss? Do I have it set? Oh, shit. See? Oh, my gosh. I didn't even have it on all messages this whole time. So I probably missed a whole lot of, when I was reading, even though I was still behind, I probably missed a whole lot because I didn't have it set on all messages. And you guys probably just thought, why did he skip me? Well, now you know. Now you know. So I missed that. Here's the one that didn't show up from Jeff Curry. I ain't nice. Ask my ass. According to her, I'm an asshole. Well, you know, she's your ex. What is she gonna say? She's got to say that, you know. Otherwise, she sounds like the asshole because, like, if he was such a great guy, then why'd you leave him or whatever, or why'd he leave you or whatever, you know. So she's got to say you're an asshole. It's just how it works, you know. MJ like Karen Trucker. No, it's not even that. They're just inconsiderate assholes. Which, you know, I guess that'd be a Karen. But they're dumb and ignorant and stupid. That's what they are. So I am pretty much describing MAGA and Karens. I understand that. But, you know, really doesn't have anything to do with it. Jeff Curry says, Jolie, when I met her on Blind Date, the first thing I told her was, now on a blind date, just, you know, or was it the show Blind Date? Were you on that? Remember there was a show called Blind Date. The first thing I told her was I was an asshole. So you gave her fair warning. Okay. It took a while, but she finally called me an asshole. I said, told ya. And you should have said, yeah, you know, I gave you fair warning. Andrew McCall, laughing out loud, Jeff. I left out the second out loud. Oh yeah, Big Hook Book says Liberal Dan chat thing. Wait, Liberal Dan chat thing with Jeff, I think. Yeah, it's a Liberal Dan thing, chat thing. I don't know. Jeff Curry, that's just Jolie. MJ McCall says that's what a Karen is, isn't it? Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess apparently, but yeah, I guess you could say that. No, well, you see, but they're not complaining. They're not saying like, you know, can I speak to the manager type of thing. They're just locking their trucks up and going and just leaving it there in the fuel bay for hours. And they could get towed away. I think I don't know if I actually saw anyone actually get towed away. But people complain to the fuel desk, and then the fuel desk will get on the PA system and say, "Will the driver of the England truck please move? You're blocking the fuel bay." They'll do that a few times, and then that might get the driver to go out and do it. But they could be towed away. I don't know if I actually saw when there was in there long enough when they would have got towed out. But I'm sure that probably happens. It happens, you know. Anyhow, Jolie posted Liberal Down's YouTube channel, and go check Liberal Down out. Like I've always said, best internet talk show on the internet. I stand by that. He's on Mondays and Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Central. Monday, Wednesday. Yeah, check him out, man. Kevin Leonard says, MJ is a Karen. Wait, MJ, a Karen is somebody who is like, duh. Okay. Might want to work on your sentence structure or something. Big Hook buffering for some reason. I haven't noticed that on my end, so hopefully that doesn't do that too much more. MJ McCall says, yeah, self-involved, entitled to the point of comedy. Yeah, it's kind of comical, but it's also sad and disappointing. AJX1, nobody likes a Karen. No, not really. But I do resent the fact that if I do want to complain legitimately, I have a legitimate complaint about something, like at a restaurant or a store or something. I don't appreciate it when my kids call me a Karen. If I have a legitimate, I'm not doing a Karen. If I have a legitimate complaint about something, about service, about poor service at a restaurant, or about at a retail outlet, that, I can't even think of an example, but a couple times have happened where I've had to make a complaint, and then my kids, this is when they were kind of younger, and they were like in junior high or high school, and they get embarrassed really easily if their parents, do something. But it was like, don't be a Karen, Dad. I kind of resent the fact that if you have a legitimate complaint and you lodge that complaint, that doesn't mean you're a Karen. I just want to go on record saying that. I feel like this is crooked, but I don't know. Just leave it, John. Leave it. Human Up Bean says, the I am always right attitude seems epidemic. Robert Perez, top of the morning to you, driver. Well, top of the morning back at you there, Robert Perez. And thanks for coming back to my channel. I like doing that. Welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while, so thanks for being here. Jeff Curry says, I only know one lady named Karen. I have actually like a cousin named Karen, but we call her Carrie. I've known some Karens over the years, I think. Kevin Anderson says, what do you say MJ? Best example of a Karen is somebody says sky is blue, no, sky is gray. Oh wait, duh. I don't know what MJ means. So Michael Jordan, I don't know. Michael Jackson, I don't know. MJ McCall says, oh, you're talking to MJ, I guess. Oh, so you're just having a private conversation with MJ. Okay. All right. Don't mind me then. I don't mean to butt into your conversation. MJ McCall says, that doesn't make you a Karen. They're just yanking your chain. Foco says, at Trucker John, I live in a heavily MAGA area. I swear the second DJT came down the golden escalator, the aggressive ignorance among the Republicans in my area went to 11. DJT gave them all a green light. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, absolutely. They were like, yeah, there's our guy. MJ McCall says, I'm in a thicket of Trump country in southern Illinois. Yeah, you're out in that rural part of Illinois out there. It's like once you get out of the greater Chicago area, you would almost feel like you're down in, Alabama or something. Big Hook says, some women just go looking for a fight. Karen's self-centered ego with a superiority complex make them oblivious to reality. Yeah, very self-unaware, I guess, maybe. Robert Pepone is here. Robert Pepone, welcome back, Robert Pepone. Haven't seen ya. Thanks for coming by. He says hello and hello all. Hello, John. Hello, all. Well, hello back at you. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I know I'm pretty sure you're a sub, but share, that's good. Jeff Curry says, Jolie, I ain't seen my ex in 10 years. She's supposed to be at Son's show tomorrow night. I hope she ditches like she did his graduation. Maybe she is the asshole. You think? You think? MJ McCall, Shudder. Wasn't that a Kiss song? Shudder. Oh no, that was Strutter. My bad. Hey, I think I caught up. I'm caught up in the chat. So what does Sugar John say when he's caught up in the chat? What will he do? What will he think of? He's got to come up with something because now there's nothing to read. He's going to be boring as fuck now because he just, without the chat, he's nothing for him to do. He's just going to sit there just rambling. Oh, wait, good. There's some more chat here. Marie, Jane Grego, hello, Sugar John, and everyone. Well, Marie, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Good to see you, Marie. Thank you so much for being here. It's awesome that you're here. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the truck stop. We're over here at the truck stop, by the way. And we're trying to get these trucks to get fueled up and get the hell out of here. Anywho, thanks for being here, Marie. Good to see you. Human of Being says, ain't no shortage of assholes, seems like. Yeah, it does seem that way, doesn't it? I just feel like I need to point this down a little bit. I don't know. What do you guys think? Just leave it, John. Leave it. Anywho. Because when I look up, it seems like I'm okay, but I know I'm looking down a lot to look at the chat, and that kind of puts my face like, below the line there. I'm not sure if that's appropriate. But anyhow, whatever. Fucko says, I spent quite a bit of time in Effingham, not making that up. Yeah, Illinois. I've been through there. It was red as a dog's dick. I think Chicago northwest suburbs are just as bad now, though, thanks to DJT. McCall says, my shudder wasn't directed at you, Robert Papon. Well, then who? Where? What was? I don't know if I know what that was about. Jeff Curry says, saw Kiss in concert without makeup. I felt cheated. Yeah, it's like, guys, that's half the act. Put the makeup back on. Let's see here. McCall says, I was responding to Trucker John's comment about my red area. Oh. Okay. Robert Papon, hi, Jolie, enjoying the great weather. She is. I shouldn't put words in her mouth, but earlier she said, yeah, she's loving it. AJX1, brush your shiny beard. Is it shiny? It's scraggly. It's patchy. Not very good. Not very good. I don't have a very good one. Peter, Jolly Truck Stop, PDX. Thanks for being here, Peter, by the way. I don't know if I've ever seen you before. Make sure you give me a like and a subscribe and all that good shit. And share the show out. Good to see you, though. Thanks for being here. MJ McCall says, cutbacks in education and loss of critical thinking being taught fuels the stopped. Okay. Jeff Trace is my fault. I just plain forgot to do my face before the show. That's a good one, Jeff Curry. Jeff Curry always coming up with the zingers. Big Hook says, so will Super Bowl be a big money for you? I'm hoping. It's already, we're already getting some surging going on. But everyone's expecting it to be, really crazy, lots of people, lots of stuff going on. So we'll see. It should be, but, you never know. We'll see. Robert Pepon says, in Effingham, that big cross on 70 freaks me out. They have a few of those across the country. Those big giant crosses. They've got one in Texas, I think, kind of near Amarillo, or is it Oklahoma? Like Amarillo, Texas, and then Oklahoma. Going across the 40. There's some over there. Yeah, there's a few of them. They're kind of weird. I'm just trying to see where I left off. Where did I leave off? I left off somewhere. MJ McCall not stopped. Stupid. Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense. Funko said, Trucker John, do I need to keep tagging you in every comment? Or has it been established now that my comments are so valuable to the show, they should always be read, tagged, or not? Asking in humbleness. No, I got it. I got it. Yeah, you don't need to keep tagging me because I got it. Yeah, very valuable. It's keeping the show going. You know, it keeps it going, man. AJ1 says, the purple one I meant. Oh. You mean this one? Well, yeah. Could use it, I guess. I don't know. It's pretty shiny. Pretty nice and shiny, I'd say. Yeah. But anyhow, just thank you for all being here. Thank you for all being fabulous. That's all I got to say about that. All right, so there you go. That was the purple shiny beard. MJ McCall says, my electric Fiat won't let me go to Effingham just now. I only have an 87-mile range. I didn't know the Fiat had an EV. AJ, Kevin Anderson says, AJ. Jeff Curry says, I saw a guy walking along interstate dressed in robe and dragging a big cross on his back. I'm not sure if that's a joke or if that's real, because I could see that as being one of those real things that those, they do that, like on Easter or whatever. They reenact Jesus' walk to Golgotha, or whatever they call it. Whatever that place was called, where they did the crucifying. Big Hook. How many platforms are you streaming from? Just the one? Just the YouTubes? I think on this app, I think I could do a multi-stream type of thing. I think I could do it on multiple streams. I'm not sure if I should look into that. Should I? Maybe. I think I can do Twitch and Facebook. I'm not sure if this phone. I don't know if it takes more for the phone to handle that or the app to handle it. But as of now, I'm just doing YouTube. But I might experiment with doing multiple platforms. I probably should, since I'm so hungry for subs. And I'm not talking Dahmer's sub sandwich shop that we're going to open. Me and, who was it we were talking about? Jeff Curry, let's see, where am I at? Big Hook, because I don't see some of the comments. Make sure you have it set on all comments, because I had mine set on top comments. There's a setting. Make sure you have it set to all comments if you want to see all the comments. Kevin Anderson says, Jeff, you saw Jesus. Apparently so. MJ McCall, 2015. 2015. Is that the age of your car? Is that the year your car is? So you have an 87-mile range for that 9-year-old car, I guess. Jeff Curry says, Trucker John should dye his beard purple for a show. I don't need to. I have the filter. Jeff Curry, no, I saw it. you saw it, Jesus? I don't know. Jeff Curry says, Kevin, yes, but I've been looking for Bigfoot. Big Hook, fuck a legend in his own mind. He's a legend in his own mind. Yeah. Kevin Anderson, I want to see the Yeti, which apparently is the same thing as Bigfoot, but just a different name. Funko says, for the record, the extremely self-aggrandizing person I take on at times is totally satirical. Just so you know, it's satire. I don't have a little satire button, but sometimes people don't realize that. I find imitating maggots hilarious and very cathartic. Well, you do what you got to do. Because I don't mind it. So, Jim McCall says, Big Hook, and if you don't believe him, ask him, eh? Robert Perpon says, Jeff Curry, were you on shrooms? Were you on shrooms, dude? When you saw Jesus walking down a highway with the cross on his back, were you shrooming? Man, those must have been some good shrooms. Where can I get some of those? Jeff Curry says, Robert, no, I was on Interstate. But I need a jump sting. MJ McCall says, yes, 2015 Fiat. Chrysler sold them here, then stopped when they didn't make a fortune overnight. Right? Overnight? Apparently so. But, hey, man, if it's getting you around town, 87 miles, if you're just doing, stuff around town, it's probably good, right? You're not going to go on any big road trips or anything, but I don't know what kind of charging, it'd be hard to find a charging system if you were going to try to go on a long distance trip. And that Fiat, I don't know what their electrical hookup is like. That's why I like Tesla, because even though Elon Musk is an asshole, and I called him a racist pig the other night on Shitter to one of his posts, and I said, you're a racist pig. So there. But I do like his cars. I do like his fucking cars. So I'm in a bit of a pickle. Because I think he's a fucking asshole, but I do like his fucking cars. And they are really nice to drive, and they have a great charging system, a great network. So you could do a road trip just as easily as pretty much as easily as a gas-powered car in a Tesla. Very easy to find charging stations, and they're quick and easy. It's like wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. But if you're in another vehicle that doesn't, and right now they are going to be opening the Teslas up to other brands, but I don't think it's quite set up yet for it until maybe next year. So, but the Tesla charging system is state of the art, and it's easy and quick. And they're abundant. They're all over the place. Just Elon Musk is an asshole, Anyhow, Big Hook says, oh wait, did I skip something? Jim McCall says, oh, about the Fiat. Okay, Big Hook is, I think I read that one. Okay, fixed comment setting. Oh, okay, so good to see that you fixed it. Robert Papone says, Yeti is the snow version of Bigfoot. Oh, that's right. Yeti is the abominable snowman, right? Like the Bumble and Rudolph, the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Right. That's right. Jeffrey says, I've never had shrooms. Heard they fun. They fun. Oh, they fun. Robin M. Good morning. Fun shroom talk, Isaiah. Yes, well, thank you, Robin M., for being here. Welcome back. Welcome back, Robin M. Thank you very much. You get a special welcome back greeting. Robert Papone says, Jeff Curry, they are great, though I prefer to be all alone when doing them. Wow, you're a loner shroomer taker. Let's see here. I'm just skipping down. Kevin Anderson says, the worst thing to see is someone holding up a sign saying the end is nigh. Bob Bumbles bounce, Marie said, and then Robert said exactly. AJ McCall says, yeah, I'm waiting for Electrify America to get more charging stations around. Yeah, Electrify America, in my experience, because I rented a Polestar 2 for a week, and my experience with trying to find Electrify America or EVgo was a nightmare. Whether or not they're going to step up their game, or if Tesla's was it CS, they call it, it's a North American charging system, is going to take kind of over, I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, it's still an emerging technology. We're still in the baby stages of it, and it's all going to improve. In the next 5 to 10 years, it's going to be so much better than it is now, I believe. Whether you're talking about the vehicles themselves, the charging systems, the infrastructure, it's all going to get better and better. Jeff Curry says, Robert son asked me if I'd ever tried cocaine. I said no. He said, Dad, you grew up in the 80s. Don't lie to me. Yeah, Dad, don't lie. Is Robert your son? Robert's son? Because says, just verbal jousting and humor. We Canucks are humor-based creatures who make fun of Americans, eh? And it's funny because we are spiteful-based creatures who make fun of Canadians. So there. Robert Papone, loving out Jeff. That's funny. MJ McCall says, I have a J1772 charger. It can do level 2, but nothing faster. Yeah, just do that overnight charging, I guess, right? Robin M says, yes, the Teslas come with Google Maps, set up designated miles to the charging station location. Yeah, it's very easy. I've done a couple of little trips to Southern California. You just put your route, you just put your destination and navigation, and it'll route you right to where charging stations are. It's really easy peasy. AJ1 says, kids died to build a Tesla. That's why I don't buy one. Kids died to build a Tesla? What's that all about, AJ1? I don't even know what you're talking about. I didn't know that. Robert Perez says, I agree. 100% would like to have one of those cars, but I think that Elon is a fucking a-hole also. Yeah, I know. That's the thing, man. But, hopefully, like I say, the technology is going to get so much better in the next 5 to 10 years that hopefully Tesla won't be the only choice. Like right now, there's other cars out there, but I just think they're behind in so much of it, Jeff Curry says, I do like me some fried mushrooms and ranch dip. Now you're talking. Ichabod Deer. Hey, Ichabod Deer. Thanks for being here. Thank you so much. Welcome back, Ichabod Deer. Good to see you. Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. I think you're already subbed, but if you're not subbed, make sure you sub and share. Andrew McCall says, a worse sign is Trump 2024. Well, we defeat that by voting. I voted, you vote, we all vote. Let's all vote. Make sure we vote the good way. And for me, the good way is Democrats. And we vote for Biden. We make sure that the orange turd gets nowhere near the levers of power ever again. Kevin Anderson says, MJ nods. Okay, I'm always lost at that. Robert Paul, Jeff Curry, well, shrooms taste like shit. They are freaking horrible. Ichabod Deer, I think EVgo is the best independent charger network. Blink is coming on strong. ChargePoint is reorganizing. VW owns Electrify America. So yeah, hopefully, like I say, this is still a new emerging technology, and all this infrastructure and everything's going in, and it's all kind of, a lot of bugs in the system, a lot of things, but it's all going to get worked out. And over the next few years here, I think we're going to see much better systems, and it'll get worked out. Foco says Musk is a privileged guy. He's okay with minorities in general until one of his kids says they're transgender. Instantly, then he hates liberals and blames liberals and minorities for his kids' transgenderism. Did he do that? I didn't hear, but it sounds like some stupid shit he would do. F. Elon Musk. Oh, I fully admit to being an asshole. Well, thank you, F. Elon Musk, for being here, by the way. I haven't seen you before. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and share button. Welcome to the channel. Let's see. Do I have one of those? Make sure you subscribe. Subscribe for me and hit the share button so we get more people to subscribe. But thanks Elon Musk, or thanks F. Elon Musk for being here. And it's glad to see you can admit that you're an asshole. Jeff Curry says, Robert was hunting wild mushrooms with Dad last spring, found a spearhead. We always finding arrowheads. Oh, you found a spearhead, an actual spearhead. At first I thought a spearhead was a type of mushroom, but you're actually talking about an actual spearhead. So that's cool. Big Hook says Elon buys aluminum from Russia, uses cheap labor from China to build Teslas, and then is a union buster along with all his other deficits in being a homo sapien. I think all of that is true, but he also builds cars in America and in Mexico. I think, is Mexico up? Is there plant? Are they still building the plant in Mexico? But they have plants here in America too. They don't just make everything in China, is my point. Robert Papon says, what part of the country, Jeff Curry, Missouri, good old Missouri, or Misery as I like to call it. Ichabod Deer says, yep, building cars in China. Elmo just handled all the trade secrets to China. I don't know anything about that. Foco says, if you look at the timeline of Musk flipping into full-on scumbag mode, it coincides with his kids coming out perfectly. And he has like 100 kids, right? A lot of guys like him, okay with shit until it's their own family. Well, sometimes they go the other way. Like, they can be all like, anti-LGBTQ, and then when their kids comes out, and then all of a sudden they become like an advocate or whatever. But I guess not apparently in Musk's case, unfortunately. Hey, there's Gerald Esteem. Thanks for being here, Gerald. I own a Tesla, excellent car and infrastructure. Unfortunately, the owner is discussing a bigot. I think that's kind of the consensus here. I agree. I love Teslas. And I love the infrastructure. I love the charging systems, just like you're saying. But Musk is just turning into a real asshole. Welcome back, Gerald. Nice to see you. I gotta say, I had a theory, and I don't think my theory was right. I had a theory, and I think I voiced this on a show earlier a few weeks ago, that I thought that maybe Musk was being all maggoty, just because a lot of the maggots or just right-wingers in general or conservatives in general are kind of anti-EV, and they're all about combustion engines and putting their smokestacks on their trucks and blowing out smoke, black smoke, all that kind of shit. So my theory was that he went all maggoty like that just to try to win them over. Because I've had a lot of people in my car and Ubering that will talk about Musk and what a genius is. And they're, to me, I get a feel for them. They seem to be like they're kind of right-wing type people. But they just love Elon Musk. Like if Elon Musk is in the news for something, they'll just say, oh, he's a genius and all this kind of stuff. So I was just thinking maybe he just is doing this just to try to win over them because he knows that, he needs everybody to buy his cars, not just liberals or whatever. I guess, I don't know. So that was my theory, but I'm not so sure anymore. I think my theory might be busted. The guy's probably just an asshole and a fucking bigot and a racist and a pig. Unfortunately. Jeff Cree says, Robert, problem is I haven't figured out how to cook the arrowheads. MJ McCall says, I can go to Vicini's or whatever that is, around 30 mile away because they have complimentary chargers, but Robinson, which is around the same distance away without a charging station, is beyond my range. So yeah, you're kind of limited if you're going to go more than some distance there. Yeah, in that car, you gotta really be careful, plan your trip and know where to go. Ichabod Deer says Elmo doesn't want his jet track, but Tesla tracks every single Tesla on the road. Yeah, but they're doing that. I don't know. I don't want to be an apologist for Musk, But I think they're doing that to build up their database for their full self-driving, right? Maybe? I don't know. Adam Wishes says, F Elon Musk, you are. So I guess Adam woke up from his little nappy. You know, we've been doing this for 2.5 hours, guys. The time flies by. That's when I'm hanging out with you guys. So maybe we'll go till noon if you guys want to hang out for another half an hour or so. Peter has got blue hearts all over the place. Hey, Peter. Robert Papone, well, you either collect or sell arrowheads, said Jeff Curry. Hey, God, dear, every year I read a story about spiked gasoline or diesel sold at some corrupt gas station. Pretty rare occurrence, though. Yeah, I've heard about, there's like farm diesel for equipment, farm equipment, and then there's regular diesel, and the farm diesel is cheaper because they take out a lot of the federal taxes, because giving the farmers like a break, because so they can run their equipment and feed America. And then there are some people that try to get that farm diesel and sell it, I guess, to truckers or something. And that's why they add a dye to it. And sometimes I've had that inspected where, I think in Idaho a few times, where they will actually, when you go into a way station or whatever, they'll check your fuel and see if make sure you've got the dyed diesel with the dye in it. Otherwise, you get a huge fine. Jolie says, I'm on a walk right now. Now I'm the one behind in the chat. I'm standing next to a creek right now. Well, that's nice. Nice little walk there. Enjoy that the noise weather. MJ McCall says, I got a bail. Thanks for letting me hang out with you lovely peeps. Well, thank you for being here, MJ McCall. I love having you guys in here, and it's great seeing you. Hope to see you again. Maybe 3 p.m. Pacific time. I'm going to go back on. And then maybe Saturday we'll do another. AJ1 says, for the Cobalt Battery, kids in Congo suffer for pennies to mine. Yeah, that's not good. Ichabod Deer says, Ford had, I'm just going to go real quick here. Ford had planned 70 nations over 100 years ago. Funko says, Musk is like my non-racist white friends. They were okay with black people until Obama got elected. Once a black person is in high office, their racist comes out. Okay with black people at lower levels, though. That's fucked up, Funko. Ichabod Deer says, Apple hands its trade secrets to China, too, by making all its stuff there. But guess what? Mexico is now the USA biggest trade partner, not China. I think Mexico's been the biggest trade partner for a long time, actually. Peter says, because Trump, I think we had manufacturing in China, but our biggest trade partner has been Mexico for a long time. That's not really a new thing. It's always been Mexico number one, Canada number two, because they're our bordering neighbors. They've always been 1 and 2 as our trade partners. Ichabod Deer says, wouldn't it be great if Mexico became like Canada eventually? Maybe, I don't know. Agent 1 says, sometimes it's hard to separate art from the artist. Robert Papon, more liberals won't buy Elon's cars now. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, see, that's also fucks up my theory, because if my theory was he was being all maggoty in order to win over the maggots and the white ringers and conservatives, then he's going to alienate, he's going to lose the liberals. And so then it's like, it doesn't make sense. So my little theory was totally fucked up. He's just an asshole. There's no, I guess maybe I was trying to save him or something. I don't know. Focus is correct. It can go both ways. Sometimes a bigot as a gay child, and they learn to quit being a dickhead about it. Probably more often than not. Sometimes they see it as a failure and blame it on others for it. I guess as in Musk's case. Kevin Anderson says, one wonders why he doesn't change his name to Elon Fuck. I've never wondered that, by the way. Ichabod Deer says, women are CEO of SpaceX and Twitter. Okay, that's good to know. I think I knew that, but I just forgot, I guess. Gerald Esteem says, actually, your theory has merit. Well, thank you. Although I think I just shut it down. But Ichabod Deer says, I state facts, you decide. Okay. I will. Funko says, pull a nooner. When I worked, pulling a nooner was going to the bar at lunch and never making it back to the job site. Okay, then we're going to pull a nooner. Robin M says, hi, Jolie. Okay, see y'all later. Have a good day. Oh, well, thanks for stopping by. It was a short little visit there, but, well, actually, you've been here a while, huh? But thanks for coming in, Robin M. Always good to see you, and hope you come back and hang out with us some more. Big Hook says, Shitter is now a cesspool of white supremacist Christian nationalists with no censoring, except when Musk decides he doesn't like you. Hypocrisy is his nomenclature. I'm still on there, though, because I still see a lot of, liberals, too, so. Ichabod Deer says, trade with China has crashed 20% since 2020. China is facing massive deflation. Yeah, I think it's good that we're pulling away from China. I think we should do more and more just as local as possible. Of course, I love more jobs and manufacturing to come back here as much as possible. But I think we should pretty much divest ourselves from China. Ichabod here says, Tesla has fallen to 5th in customer satisfaction. Rivian is number 1 EV maker in customer satisfaction. I think Rivians are a little overpriced, and I hate the headlights. But other than that, they seem like a really nice truck. I've never driven one. I've seen them around. They look nice, but I just hate the headlights. Instead of having the headlights like this, with the circle, I think all I got to do, design change, is do them like that. Make them horizontal instead of vertical, and then I would like the truck. And if I was like a billionaire, where I could just do my own fabrication or have a fabrication shop, have some guys fabricate some shit, I would actually buy a Rivian, and I would change those headlights from being vertical to horizontal, just to see what it looked like. And do it all sharp and professional looking. That's what I would do if I won like Super Lottery or something. Powerball Super Lotto. But anyhow, yeah, thanks for being here. Just Robin M's having a good day. I mean, she's leaving. Hope to see you again. Peter says, do EV cars really not work well in cold? Well, I've heard that they lose range. They lose some range. And then I was watching, if you ever watch Out of Spec Reviews on YouTube, it's a channel called Out of Spec Reviews. They do a lot of EV testing, real world testing, where they test ranges, like the range and all of the performance of it. And Kyle is the main guy on it. His name's Kyle. He actually went to Chicago a few weeks ago when they had that big freeze and all the cars were like freezing up or whatever. They couldn't get charged. And he said that people don't know what they're doing, and they need to learn how to precondition the batteries before they go to charging. Otherwise, it's going to be too cold and they're not going to charge. And all you got to do that is, like, if you know where the charger is and you just drive over there, then you're not preconditioning your battery. Because on the Teslas, because they don't have, because I think on the Rivian, I think it's on Rivian and some of the others, they do have a button you can push to precondition your battery. But on the Teslas, they don't have that. So the way you do it, you have to go through the navigation and push on the Tesla charger station that you're going to and do it through that way. And then it will turn the preconditioning on for your battery. And you need to precondition those batteries before you go in, especially if it's cold weather. And so he was saying that was the crux of the problem with those Teslas over in Chicago that weren't charging in the cold. So anyhow, it's just about knowledge of the vehicles, knowledge of how it works a little bit, and also improving the system, improving the whole structure of EV cars and things of this nature. It'll get better. Funko says, am I making too many comments? Geez, I get carried away. I don't know. I haven't seen you in here in a few minutes, so I don't think so. If I'm making too many comments, just tell me. It's okay. It won't stop me, but it could be therapeutic for you. Robert Perez says, hey there, driver. What is your schedule for Super Bowl Sunday? Will you be airing live from the stadium parking lot or on the 50-yard line? Yeah, that'd be nice if I was on the 50-yard line. I hadn't really thought about it, Robert. I was just going to drive. I was going to do my Uber thing. I spoke earlier in the live stream here about my plans. I was going to get up kind of early and go on Uber and before the Super Bowl, see how many rides and see how it was going. But then at Super Bowl, I was going to shut it off, get home, order me a pizza, maybe have a beer, one beer, and then second half I'm going to have Pepsi, and watch the game. And then after the game, go back out and Uber some more. That's my plan. I wasn't planning on doing a live stream, but now that you've mentioned it, you know, if I'm in a good spot that's interesting, maybe I will. But that's a good idea. Ichabod here says, Peter, they work fine and cold. In Quebec, they are quite popular because electricity is 6 cents per kilowatt hour. That works out to $10 per 300 miles of driving. Well, that's really cheap because even here in Vegas, after midnight, the best places you can find right now are like 19 cents, I think. I remember they've gone up, like just in the year I've been driving, they've gone up. Like after midnight, you can find places for, I'm trying to remember, I don't know if it was ever under 10 cents. Maybe it was, but it would drop down around 10, 11 cents in most places. And then during the day, during peak hours, it could go up to anywhere between 20, 22, 26. I've even seen 35, even 45 cents during some of the peak hours. But that's why I always try to just charge up after midnight because it drops way down. Kevin Anderson says, Jolie, you're so cute. Yes, she is. Peter says, think about dear, why I didn't know that. Thanks. Think about dear, it gets a bit colder in Quebec than Chicago. Vicky Icardi says, when my hubby worked a nooner was when you swung by your house for lunch for a little delight. Afternoon delight. Ichabod Deer says, the biggest weakness for EVs thus far is the battery because they are really just adaptations of cell phone batteries in mass. But for the last couple of years, battery research is soaring. Like I said, it's all going to get better. The technology is just by leaps and bounds. It's going to keep improving. So in the next 5 to 10 years, we're going to look back on this time, and it's going to be like the dark ages in terms of how much it's going to advance. You know what I mean? Peter says, you have to push a button. Oh man. Yeah, really. Right. The horror. Big Hook says half to a third less range depending on how cold it is. Wow, that's a pretty big loss of range. Kevin Anderson, Super Bowl Tay-Tay. Oh yeah, Taylor Swift. She's gonna be there. She's gonna make it. People were wondering because she's got a concert in Japan, apparently. I don't know if it's just tonight, and she's gonna fly in tomorrow because it's like a 20-hour flight or something. But they worked all it out. They worked the math out and the logistics of it. So so everyone just relax. I know you were all worried. We were all wondering if Taylor Swift's going to make it to the Super Bowl, and you can all, relax and not worry about it. She's going to be there. She's going to make it. She's going to fly in. So we will be able to see Tay-Tay up there in the VIP box, jumping up and down for joy every time her man scores a touchdown. So, woohoo! Peter says, how long does it take to charge these? Well, it depends. Like how fast the charger is. There are different chargers, but most of the superchargers that I go to, when I charge up at night and I'm down to 25 or 30% of a charge, and I charge it up to 100, it takes about half an hour, about 30, 35 minutes. If you have a home charger, you can plug it in overnight. It takes, I haven't used one, but from what I've read, it's like a 5 or 6 hour charge. You just plug it in overnight and it charges it up. But if you go to a supercharger, but you might not need 100% charge. Let's say you're going someplace, and it'll tell you what you need. If you put in the navigation where you're going, it'll send you to a charger, and it'll say you just need to do 15 minutes, and that'll be enough to get you there or get you the next charger or whatever. So it depends on how you want to do it and how much you need, Rose Blake. Hey, Rose Blake, thanks for being here. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back, Rose Blake, to my channel. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. Big Hook says, got to make the money when it's available because after that, most people will have overspent and will cut back. Okay, that's good advice. That's sound advice from Big Hook. Foco says that Trucker John, you have a lot more hair in your nose than Hal does. Do I? Really? I feel like I have a runny nose too. Glad you noticed. Thanks for noticing. I'm proud of my nose hairs. Apparently it is a problem because my son bought me for Christmas, and I haven't used it. I haven't even taken out the thing. I should probably fire. I'm gonna, because of your comment, I'm gonna take the thing out of the package. And I'm gonna use it. It's one of those like electric hair removal things, like a bladed thing. I don't know. I haven't done how it works, but because of you, who said that about my nose hairs? I'm gonna use it. It was Fucko. Let's see here. Jolie says Rose Blake. Okay, Kansas City Swifties from Peter. Rose Blake says hello. Hello. How are you? Robert Popon says there is a good video Elon did about EV charging from 10% to like 85%. They charge fast. You're right. It's slow to go from 85 to 100 though. That's right. That's absolutely correct. It slows down that last 10-15%. But I just go to 100 anyhow because I'm at the end of the night. I just wanted to be 100% charged. So the next day when I go out, it's all good to go. I'm still at 100%. Or if I did a little driving around town, I might be down at 98%. If I did some driving before I did my Ubering. So I just do that. But yeah, you're right. Absolutely right about that. Funko says, I was just joking about the nose hair, old joke, forgive me. Well, it may have been an old joke, but it may have been appropriate also. Let's see, where are we at here? And I do forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. Now, sin no more. Rosebeck says, Funko, stop aggravating John. That's funny. It's not aggravating me. It's, Robert Perez says, this is making me feel a little self-conscious. Robert Perez says, when will you be on House Show? I think it would be a great show. Both of you guys are very smart and interesting and funny. Well, thank you very much, Robert Perez. I know. Hal, when are you going to have me on your show, God damn it? You guys need to get on Hal. Yeah, you guys need to go on Hal and tell him, hey, when are you going to have Trucker John on your show? I need your help, Robert Perez. This mission, should you decide to take it, is to get Trucker John onto the Hal Sparks show. This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Oh, God, I got to get out of here. But yeah, that's a great idea. I think that's a great idea. Kevin Anderson, Swifty raid. Yeah, I think we got a Swifty raid going on. Where's Taylor? Where's Tay-Tay? She's probably on a plane right now on her way. Here. Or maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I guess. I don't know how she... I don't know. I didn't get her itinerary. Robert Papon says, Elon compared it to a parking lot that is full. It takes longer to find a parking spot when the lot is more full, and it's quicker to find a parking spot when the lot is more empty. Duh. Oh, I just sort of messed up my I voted stickers. I voted. And remember, vote blue if you know what's good for you. Just thought I'd throw that in there. Holy cow. Are we back? I hope we're back. Are we back? We're back. And we're back. All right. So anyhow, Robert says, will do, driver. Well, thank you, Robert. Yeah, put the word in, man. Peter, and that's who's speaking, says, get on Tony Michael. Yeah. Why not? Why not? Yeah, Tony, do you hear this? This is what the people want, Tony. They want me on your show. This is a call out. This is a call out to you, Tony Michaels. This is what the people in the chat want. You got to give them what they want. All right, fucker. Get Trucker John on your show, Tony Michaels. Yeah, I agree. I'm totally 100% agree with that. Big Hook says, as you age, hair grows in places like nose and ears rapidly. Old age after effects. Yummy. AJX1 says, do the charging stations ever have a line? Yes. The answer to your question is yes, they do sometimes. And what you do is you just get in line, or you can either go try to find another, like around here, there's at least 17 superchargers, so you could probably find another one. But I found out that you just get in line, and the people that are charging are, they're there all, it's all sporadic, and they're charged up and leaving pretty rapidly. So even if you get in line, it's usually no more than 10 minutes or something. If you're like second or third in line. If you're first in line, it might only just be a few minutes, and then somebody else is done and they're out, and then you just take their spot. So, but sometimes there is a line, especially during, like here, if it's a big, busy weekend or busy time of year, you can sometimes find lines at some of the stations. It happens. They just built, but there's a few of them that are really, really big. They have a lot of chargers, and that one I've never seen a line at. But some of them, even like there's this one that I used to go to, it probably has like 10 chargers, and there would be a line there. And there's another one out by the airport that has probably 10 or 12 little chargers or whatever. And that was a kind of a popular place for a lot of the rideshare guys because it was close to the airport, and a lot of guys are doing those airport runs. And that one would get lines. But like I said, it was. I just found it was, instead of trying to find another one, it was easier just to get in the line. You wait 5 or 10 minutes, and then you're in your spot. So it's not really that big of a deal. Fucko says, "Wow, genius analogy. Gotta hand it to Elon. No wonder he's so rich." I don't know what the analogy was. I've forgotten the analogy. Was it about the thing? About the going all maggoty and shit? Anyhow, Roseblake says, I like Tony, but a lot of his chatters don't get sparkler humor. It is a bit of a different crowd over there, I'll admit. Big Hook says, nothing happens without Andrea, the mother of mods. Andrea used to come into our chat here. I haven't seen her in a while. Andrea, get me on there. It's a call out to you now, Andrea. Let's see here. Where are we at now? I'm in chat here. Kevin Anderson says, Fucko Elon is a melon. Okay. Fucko says, Rose Blake, there is a time and place for humor. This is not the time or the place. We are here to discuss serious matters in a serious tone. This is my serious tone voice. I'll ask you to follow the rules, please, or be ejected. And I'm sure Fucko said that with tongue-in-cheek. Vicky Accardi says, people say Elon is genius, like they think he invented the EV. He made a lucky investment and a few smart ones, then destroyed Twitter. Yeah, I think that pretty well sums it up, Vicky. I mean, I think he's a smart guy. I don't think he's a genius. I've never thought he was a genius, but I always thought he was pretty smart. But he really got too big for his britches. I think he's too cool for school. He's too cute by half, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, he made some good investments and it worked out for him. And then he became the richest man in the world. And you add that to being maybe slightly narcissistic and a slight asshole. And you add $200 billion to it, and then you got just a complete monster, kind of like. Focus says car battery parking lot analogy. Oh, that one, yeah, genius, right? Rosebig says, if I go, so sorry, I will straighten up. Yeah, straighten up, Rose. Come on now, we're running a tight ship here. Peter says, has anyone seen a Cybertruck on the road? I'm trying to think if I've seen one actually on the road, and I don't think I have, because I've seen so many YouTube videos and stuff and things of this nature. I'm confusing YouTube videos with real life at some point here. I don't think I've actually seen one on the road. I'm trying to think if I even saw a car hauler. I may have seen him on a car hauler. I think I did see him on a car hauler, but I don't think I've actually seen one driving around. Gerald Esteem says, in 5 years, Musk will be pushed out of Tesla by the board. I was hoping for that too. I was just thinking that the other day. It's time for the board to push him out, like right now. EV technology will be improved across the board, and Tesla will be bleeding customers. His love for bigots and racism will cost Tesla. And I was thinking that too. Like, at some point, I was thinking, like, when are they going to finally, broom him out? And I hope it's less than 5 years, actually. Funko says, Kevin Anderson, most of the bros by me worship Musk. Most of the bros by me worship Musk. Makes me sick. He was born on third base, and his parents brought him into home plate on a walk. Yeah, they couldn't even get a base hit. They had to walk him in. Lame. Nerd Misha says bigly narcissistic and bigly asshole, actually. Okay, well, thanks for clarifying that. Bigly. It's bigly. Rose says, Nerd Misha, he's also super creepy. He is kind of creepy. Sometimes I watch his, like he has those shareholder video meetings. And he just thinks he's so cool and hip. But he's not. He's not cool and hip like me. Normisha says, agreed, Rose. Anyhow, I want to thank you guys for being here. It's 11:59. We're probably going to be shutting her on down here real quick like. I was planning on coming on about 3 p.m. because Hal comes on at 4. I thought I would do a little pre-show warm-up if you guys want to join me back at 3 p.m. Pacific time. Adjust accordingly to your time zone. And if you're from England, like Super Monkey, or Supreme Monkey, or Monkey Jojo, whatever his name is, just add 8 hours to that. There's an 8-hour difference between here and England. So, just in case you were wondering. So for you, that'd be like 11 at night, I think. If my math is correct. And that's about the extent I can do as far as adding. Hey, Julie says, help support Truckers on live stream. Thanks so much. Buy me a coffee. Help support the show. Keep us going. People still talking about Elon Musk here. Rosebag says, get her done. Get her done. Focus on TJ, maybe the vibe that you're okay with my vigilante style policing a chat. Great. I'm currently putting together a team of rogue internet patrol the chat room. You'll pay legal fees, right? Oh, absolutely. No, that was satire. That was satire. Or whatever. That was whatever. But I just want to thank you all for being here so much. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like and share and all that good stuff. Whoops, I don't know what I just did. I just did something. Oh, I did this. That's kind of weird, isn't that? Kind of weird, funny, and funky. But, hey, everybody, smile! Smile! What's this one do? I don't know. What does that one do? Oh, wait, press the effect. I don't know what it's doing. Oh, it's just doing that. Okay. But yeah, so let's make sure we like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys again at 3 o'clock. We'll do a little hour pre-game show, pre-House Sparkler show, and we'll just get warmed up. That's the show. Sometimes when you go into a House Spark show, you can't go into it cold. You really shouldn't go into it cold. You need to get kind of warmed up, get loosened up. We're going to do some stretching. We're going to do some jumping jacks. We're going to do some I don't know. We're going to bend down and touch our toes. Whatever. And we're going to get warmed up and stretched and loose. Be all ready for Hal. So when Hal comes on, we can just be like, yeah! All right, so let's do that. We'll see you guys at 3 p.m. Pacific time. And right here on YouTube, right here, really big show. It's going to be a really big show. We'll see you guys at 3 o'clock. Thanks you guys for watching, liking, subscribing, and sharing. And it's been a great 3 hours almost shooting the shit with you guys. All right, see you guys at 3 p.m. Bye-bye now.